The industry perspective is a space for those in the industry to speak freely about their experiences without fear of retaliation or a negative review. The views and opinions shared here are solely that of the individual and do not reflect the establishments in which they work. With that said, if you feel offended by these jokes, fuck it. We weren't expecting to get tipped by you anyway.
Welcome to the Casa.
Welcome to the Casa, yes.
Me Casa es su crib too, man. It's bad luck.
Out of the laptop.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit bigger than the ramekins.
This is very true. Easier
Just
to
like
drink
water.
from as well.
Hello.
Yeah, I like the ramekin thing.
Yeah.
But people are starting to talk too much shit about the ramekins.
I'm saying.
Oh man,
They just be,
What y'all got to say?
they be just judging the ramekins, man.
It's right on par, man.
That's
what I feel.
Industry
That's
perspective.
what I
brand.
feel.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's what I
Yeah.
meant, man.
What shit do they have to say about it?
I don't know. Just like, oh, why y'all drinking
hear
out of
that?
ramekins and this and that?
No? Perfect.
Okay.
I don't know why. Oh, shit. Well, like,
I was gonna ask how about this light was.
yeah.
Another week. I'm not army crawling over there.
That's
just
fine.
like
You
last
don't
week.
have to.
Well, it was interesting because I saw you spend a lot of time setting it up and you never turned it on. And I was just like, huh. Boom.
That's like P. Set them up, but never turns them on.
By the way, if y'all ever want
Ring the fucking bell.
shot,
That was good. No,
I'm gonna Hector Salamanca it.
that's good. I like it.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
You got to see Breaking Bad at some
No, I
point.
don't.
Welcome back,
I've
everyone.
been there. I don't need to see
To
it.
another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain and give you some insight at what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective.
Yeah.
Outside.
Oh,
After dark.
Outside edition.
we outside.
After dark.
We in
Are
the
we gonna put a
bushes.
logo on it like they would BET? Just put a After Dark underneath the rock glass.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Next
This show would be on BET Uncut. Absolutely.
We could do like
Absolutely.
we could go old school, like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Throw some dust in a fucking fire and let it.
Ooh, action with that. Yo, we do some
Damn.
campfire.
Yeah.
We got
I
fire
do.
with
I
it.
do have one question
Tales to
though.
Tell from the Crypt.
Do any of
Tales
you
from the Crypt.
remember any one particular video from BET Uncut?
Yes, it's
Yes,
Hit Thrill by
yes.
Nelly, and it's the remix to EI.
Yeah.
And there was a credit card that slid down the butt cheeks.
I've never seen asses
That's yours.
that big in my
Yo,
No, that was the
back
first
then,
time I
yeah.
think, because I'm not from Maryland, DC's like Mason-Dixon line, but it's not the South.
Yeah.
And so,
Honestly,
yeah.
once you get to Virginia, we don't consider it the South anymore.
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm from North Carolina,
Yeah.
and they try to act like we're not from the South, and I'm like,
That couldn't
nah,
be more
we're
south.
still,
Yeah.
yeah.
The very
We
culturally
Southern.
South.
We
if
Southern.
nothing
What
else.
about you though?
Indiana, so I'm Midwest.
No, I meant
Oh.
BET Uncut.
Oh no, same. The
The
exact
same
one.
one?
That
Yeah.
video changed my life.
Changed your
I
life,
saw
yeah.
Tip Drill when I was in
My-
8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a video
the
reaction.
one
of me
video
watching it.
I remember from BET Uncut that really let me know what BET Uncut was all about. I don't remember the artist, but the name of the song was White Girls.
White
White
girls.
Girls. I don't know the rest of it. Rah, rah, rah. But literally, there's a part of the video. He's acting like
I
he's
feel like it was
getting head
E40.
Oh my
during
god.
the chorus, and you just see this woman's head bobbing up and down. I was like,
shit. But this can't be on TV.
You can't play
It
this during the
was.
day.
Speaking of
But it
E40,
was.
yeah,
speaking of
it was
E40,
that, and Because I Got High. Those were the main two I saw on BET.
White
Uncut.
Girls.
Afro Man?
E40.
Afro
Oh,
Man.
White
How does
Yo,
girl.
he's still
E40
making music.
speaking voice still sound like he's underwater?
Got me.
Yeah.
White girl.
Cause he got the sugars. He got the diabetes.
Got the
Latest.
diabetes.
You got the
It's
latest.
just-
What part of Indiana are you from?
I grew up. I'm from Fort Wayne originally, and then
Okay.
I went down to Indianapolis
Oh, shit.
for high school. My stepfather got transferred for a job, and then like junior year I moved. So I did half of my junior year and senior year in this high school, and a place I did not blend in with the rest of the group.
A couple hours away from you. I'm from Chicago.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, north south side.
Over there, west side, just past Forest Park.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Little
been
town
a-
called
I've been
Westchester.
a Sox man since. Ever.
Oh, of course. You're on that side.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Yeah. That's it's like you got the north and then the Sox, and then everybody past like the south side there that's
Yeah.
baseball, watches baseball is Sox fans.
Or-
Or
Need it.
or Cleveland, what are they, Commanders now? Or not Commanders,
Guardians.
Guardians, thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, Guardians.
You see, Tim, man, do you follow baseball much?
Not as much as I used to heavily, but I still keep at least a track of what's going on.
All right.
But Chicago Cubs.
Why? Well, I mean, that's the very first pro sporting event I've ever been to, and that's like Sosa, Sandberg, like that whole crew.
Yeah,
so I was there in like '94.
Oh shit!
It's my very first pro game ever.
Oh shit!
Now, the only reason I bring up Tim Anderson again, because he got knocked the fuck out the other day, and it was not good. And it's all
the edits
over my
were
fucking
funny.
timeline.
The edits are hilarious.
Gotcha.
There was one where he is punched, and they added like the sonic rings bursting out. They got the sonic rings.
He had to be helped off. Like he was.
This is
still talking
baseball
shit.
players got into a fight, got into a scuffle.
One guy named Ramirez. He's the one that hit.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when I saw the video, I didn't even see the punch connect. Really, I feel like I saw him kind of wildly swing, and I just saw the dude.
It was ultra instinct. He
out.
just
you have
force
that
of the
much
punch.
of a nerve right there in your chin, and he caught every bit of that shit.
Oh.
Put
That shit
him
was
on his
crazy.
back.
Yeah, no, he was laid out.
So bad.
Yeah.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yo.
Bitches.
You gotta get you a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
We're working on it. We're working
We're
on
shopping it up.
it. It has to happen organically.
Yeah.
Organically.
Yeah.
So,
How was the weekend?
I am very happy to formally be able to welcome Geoffrey to the team. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey, man.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've heard so many positive comments, like sent directly to me, like people texting me and shit like that from the episode that you were on, and people really like that episode. So I'm glad that you enjoy being up here, and then you're like, yo, let's be a part of it. So
I'm with it. Thank you.
I did a clip from the story you told when you were asking what was your over the counter moment, and you were telling about the people that tipped. What was it, $3?
Yeah, it was like
$1.03.
My blood
I remember
boiled,
it.
and then I was streaming it. I live streamed it and edited at the same time. And people in my chat were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That was honestly, that is the most dirtbag scumbag thing ever.
I get it. Like
I don't get it. Fuck that shit.
I mean, it's you.
You get your tire slashed for that shit.
I'm saying, man, I know where you parked. Like, I know where you parked. I'm gonna put some broken glass under your shit. I don't even need to slash it. I'm just gonna leave that for you because I know you're not gonna check before you roll out. But
Definitely, yeah. I want you to be there when it happens.
no,
Once you feel your tires just
oof.
Put your Tesla on airplane mode.
Oh
Then
man,
what?
I'll unplug your shit. Now how
Yeah,
you get
no,
home?
that shit really got under my skin. But what stuck out to me most was when you said how being on there was very cathartic for you, and then saying like this was good, and they chimed in like, yeah, that's what we're here for, and like, yeah, that's what we're here for, and I'm glad that you really enjoyed it and were so willing to be part of it and come back. So just so you guys know, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Now we need the female energy in here.
Yes, please. We're
not just doing this because it's like it's only guys. Time. No, this is not that.
Seriously.
This is not that.
Yo,
Please.
if you're
stories.
in the LA area and you're watching the show and you're in the service industry and you got some shit that you need to get off your chest, let us know. Come try it out. And if it's something that you'd like to continue doing and being part of the show, then we can definitely talk about making that happen, because as we keep reiterating, this isn't just our show because we started it. It's our show. This is a community show. You know what I mean? We want this to be something that carries on when people are tired of hearing from just us. We want to have it where it's constantly new voices coming in, new stories, new perspectives. But we need more feminine energy on this fucking show.
So if you're
I love you guys, but
we do.
Yeah.
So if you're like a bottle girl, be like, well, me and my girls want to come and talk. Sure, we'll give you the floor. If you don't want to send it, we will give you the floor.
Please.
That's
I
perfectly
really
okay.
would like to know. I would like to hear from your experience first of all.
yeah,
Because mine is entirely different.
absolutely.
Like we
Yeah,
get
I've never been
treated,
a
we
bottle girl.
get treated different. Yeah, no. I mean, I will definitely throw on a thong and throw some sparklers up if that's what it gets it done. But I just want to know how is your day? Like for real? How are you after this?
Yeah. It's got to be a little traumatizing, and we want to give you a space to speak to your trauma
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
or other good times.
Yeah.
Sorry. It doesn't also have to be. It doesn't have to be trauma, but I
make
just
more money than me.
Yeah.
yeah. But I just imagine.
Even if you're a manager, you can still be a part of the show. I don't know if we want manager energy up here all the time.
Maybe
but every once in a while.
Maybe we can just like gang up on them and then just be like, "You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. No, no." And just beat the absolute shit out of them like they did in Alabama.
Yeah, no,
I got to report for you.
I'll bring the folding chair.
Fade in the water, baby.
Fade in the water.
Yo, Fade in the water.
Man, thank you for showing me that. Thank you for telling me about it. That was fucking amazing.
That is the best shit ever.
That was amazing, man.
Everybody's
Oh, so good.
What's
Yeah.
good?
Please.
Good? No, not.
Wants to go?
No.
You go, because you haven't said much yet.
Yeah.
We haven't given you
my
space.
weekend, I've been working for the past, I think, let's say 9 days straight.
Ooh.
I'm on like a 13-day stretch of just like working. I usually have Wednesdays and Thursdays off.
Christ.
I picked them up this past week. I was just like, I'm ready. I just need to make money. I just need to work. And so, yeah, I've just been working for the most part. And these customers are crazy, yo.
Customers is crazy.
These customers are crazy. But it's
Sure.
actually not been that bad. Like, it's been kind of slow, but steady enough that like we're still making money, but not like it hasn't been too crazy. But yeah, just had some rough nights with coworkers, some rough nights with customers, but for the most part, it's been good.
Somebody.
Yeah. You said what?
You swung at somebody?
I
He said yes.
I swing at somebody. I thought you said, "Are you that somebody?" No.
Tell me you're that somebody.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Aaliyah, man.
I know, right?
I saw so many Aaliyah shirts this weekend.
That's random.
I mean, the anniversary isn't for another month,
Yeah.
but there were so many Aaliyah shirts.
Yeah. That's,
Sorry, I just thought of that.
That's a random thing. Chicago as well. There you go.
Wait, what?
He's from Chicago.
Oh, sorry, I spaced out.
Okay,
I was
never
looking at you, but I was not here.
You're not registering anything at
I was
all.
just looking at you for camera's sake.
Okay.
that was pantomiming.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ, you're an actor?
That's mad
That's
funny.
called active listening, I guess.
Holy shit!
That was passive listening.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's been pretty chill. I've just been working. I haven't been going out quite as much and just been hanging out. Oh, I started going back to the gym a little bit. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know why there's a lot of Leo shirts? 50 years of hip hop. That's probably why.
Oh shit!
That's probably
Nah,
why.
I don't think it's that
seen a lot
because
of that
I will
shit.
randomly see a bunch of Selena shirts too, like randomly. It's for some reason people just love wearing shirts of dead singers lately.
Man, the
I
most
don't know
beautiful
why.
women, like,
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, it's always been a thing, so it's something you always see.
Right.
But lately in LA, people love wearing those shirts.
Vintage shit.
Yeah.
Vintage is big out here, I'm noticing.
Yeah,
Actually, one of my
yes.
coworkers deals in selling like vintage retro shit.
Oh, no,
So
people will pay hundreds of dollars for the right
you know
vintage
what's
shirt.
crazy? You can go to like a lot of nowhere towns or not as densely populated cities and go to a Goodwill and find those shirts for
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
from the
Absolutely.
actual shows, from like the
Yeah.
actual concert.
Yeah.
I like the Urban Outfitters like press on. No hate, but like those are $40 t-shirts that are
You can
not
find-
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
I-
can find an actual like Black Sabbath T-shirt or whatever from their
from the
tour
concert, yeah.
from whatever city they toured in at a Goodwill, maybe
That's
or a yard
wild.
sale, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But nobody's gonna travel for that. But speaking of Aaliyah, we had a. Are you
Yeah,
done?
no, I'm pretty, yeah. That's it. Well, okay, no. What's
You
good?
up, baby?
Tell me about
So
your
now
weekend.
we know why he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
he was waiting
ready
for his
this
turn to
story.
speak.
It's great. It's cool. I get it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
wasn't
actor
too-
thing. That's
I'm gonna let
such
you
an
finish.
actor thing where you're just like,
It was like
Your
double
line's
dutch.
done?
He was
Great,
like,
cool.
okay, it's my turn. And about Aaliyah.
Yeah. As I gave him a segue, I was just like, oh, Chicago, Aaliyah. And
Oh, I didn't take it.
Oh,
Got
man.
it.
You
Yeah,
missed your
so
mark.
we had speaking of 50 years of hip hop, we had an event on Friday, which was like celebrating 50 years of hip hop, which was a lot of old heads, a lot of aunts and uncles, parents, maybe, I don't fucking know. It was a lot older crowd, which was cool. They
Yeah,
were
my
great,
kinda
tipped
crowd.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just maybe a couple years older than you, but you still would
Damn,
have fit.
you didn't have to age me like
Wow,
that.
wow.
But you would have still
Wow.
fit. I mean,
Damn.
you would have fit.
He just made you a Tio.
You
Or
know,
maybe-
I am a Theo though. I
Maybe
mean, I embrace it. It was just hilarious how quickly he was like, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers your age.
Your age.
older,
Yeah.
older.
Yeah, they were older.
Definitely like mid-40s,
Definitely,
maybe.
yeah.
But they just appeared older, I
Yeah.
guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were great tippers. Everybody was having a good time.
Uh-huh.
There was one chick who, I don't know if her persona was Aaliyah, but she had this very Aaliyah aura to her, like the way she was dressed and everything, the way she was very, I don't know, something about her stood out. She was super dope. She tipped really well, and she was just dancing. She was like commanding the crowd, just dancing. I'm like, damn. That
She
seems
had
like
big Aaliyah energy.
she had big Aaliyah energy. So
He was a bae.
Wow. Oh man, I miss her, man.
Nah, I'll give you that one.
Come
That
on,
was-
man. That was good.
Nah,
I
you
thought
snuck
of it
that
out of
one in
nowhere.
there.
Let me have that.
You snuck that one in. That was
Hey.
good.
What was like the common drink among the aunts and uncles for 50 years of hip hop?
I think
have a few in
within
my
3
head.
guesses we
I
can
have
name
a few
2
in
of
my
them.
head, but I just want to hear.
I'm gonna go down and eliminate. Was not Long Island.
Okay.
Was definitely not any sidecar or any Hennessy drinks.
Surprise, surprise. All right.
And
That takes
You had
one
the
out.
sophisticated blacks.
Miss
yeah,
Blacks.
there was,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't think
He had the Family Matters blacks.
I'll have a Carl Winslow, please.
Yes.
Rules,
Or the
and
Uncle
rules
Phil's.
and responsibilities. Oh,
Yeah, R.P. Uncle Phil.
Oh man.
no, there was
come back.
not even Casamigos was being requested.
God
It was
bless them. Wow.
yeah,
You had a
That
great weekend.
Crown Peach.
dude, it was great. It was
Yeah.
Crown Pete.
Crown
Yeah.
Peach. No,
Crown
I
Apple.
forgot
I
about
was thinking
Crown
that too.
Peach.
Yeah.
Crown Apple's not bad
No, it's
actually.
not.
It
Not
is.
bad.
I'm going on record. It is awful. Sponsor me, Crown.
Please.
a lot of them drank our specialty cocktails, Kettle One that we had on there, regular ass margaritas, or whatever on the rocks. Very, very classic drinkers.
I like that.
Whatever.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
cool. It was chill.
That
Everybody
is
was cool for the
dope.
most part, or beer, whatever we had. Nobody was ordering any of this outlandish shit or whiskey sours or anything like that. It
Ooh,
was,
it's a
it was
blessing,
chill.
Oh yeah.
It was chill. But to flip that, the following day we had another party. Party was cool. It was great. Whatever. We actually had the official after party for Bridge Fest. I don't know if you guys are aware. Bridge
No.
Fest.
There's so many parties.
So
this
Sixth
weekend.
Street Bridge, I guess, hosted a music
Oh,
festival,
yeah.
Oh.
and we hosted the official after party for it,
That's
which was
what's up.
really dope. It was
Yeah.
great. It took a while for people to get there, but once people got there, it was great. Kicked off. It got, I don't want to say messy, but the people there were a little bit messy. They were very
Well, it was 6th Street. Come on now.
Yeah.
it was mostly Latino.
Yeah.
So you saw a lot of like, there's this trending TikTok sound where it's like, oh, this girl from SoCal and she like rolls her R's with every other letter. It was very much those type of girls in that type of crowd. So they got a little bit too sloppy. It was kind of funny to see. Like, I'll show it to you later. It's funny as shit. I can't even try to
There's
mimic
this
it.
rapper
Or,
that's doing that right now. And he's like,
Yeah.
no,
I know
this
he's talking
guy
about.
Mexico
The
OT.
motherfucker with the
Yeah.
chains.
This is
Yeah.
legit my favorite
So
rapper
think of
out
that,
right
but
now.
like the female version, there was a lot of those girls there.
Yeah,
So
that's
it was
crazy.
it was very funny to see.
I
But
need to
one
know who this is.
I was
at
playing
some
in the
point.
car the entire ride here.
We were all talking. I wasn't
Yeah.
listening
Yeah.
to anything. Yeah. We were talking about food too.
You telling them
Yeah.
the motherfucker with the chickens and shit?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
him.
Mexican OT.
He's fucking fire
He's
though.
He's
fire.
legit.
I'm
He has a
not
song
gonna
with Paul
lie.
Wall.
That's the song.
He has a song with Paul Wall.
It's
Yeah.
called Johnny Dang.
Yeah. I've
his
heard that
album,
one.
His album came out like 2 weeks ago. The
He's
entire
fire.
album
Yeah.
is crazy.
He's fire.
One of my closest homies sent me one of his videos, so that's how I knew he was
Yeah.
dope. Because he doesn't listen to bullshit. You know how you have those people that's
Yeah.
like, if they send you some shit, you're like, I need to look at this. He
Right.
sent me that dude, and he was holding a chicken. I was like, okay,
Nah, he's like
all right.
from the country of Texas, like right
Yeah.
outside of Houston, and like he can rap. his
Yes,
ass
sir.
off.
That's
But
wild.
specifically, it's this
Oh.
thing with like the rolling of the R's that he does, and it's not just R's. It'll be like a T and like
Everything. Everything.
Yeah, and
Mm.
it's so smooth. And
That's
he
what's
just,
up.
yeah, he can rap his ass off.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah. But to get to what I was saying, that Saturday night, so the previous night we had people just drinking like regular ass drinks. One dude asked me for a whiskey sour. I don't want to say in the middle of a rush, but it was starting to get there.
Yeah.
I said, fuck it. I had time. I made him one. I wouldn't say I made it bad, but I didn't make it the way I would normally make it. I didn't make it with love. I just made
Made it
it.
with spite.
Not spite. Not
Okay.
spite. It was just kind of
Made it
like,
with haste.
I'm going to just
Hold the spite.
haste. Yeah, I held the spite. I made it with haste.
Did I
Big
get
mistake.
light spite on my drink?
Big fucking mistake. I should have made it with spite because he came back for another one. That time I made it with spite. I didn't even measure anything out. I was like, lemon, simple. The fucking eggless foam shit that we put out, just whatever.
Oh shit.
And then whiskey, just whatever. Shook it up. Boom. And then the angle, I didn't even do a nice little thing. I just a line. Didn't even do a pattern.
Yeah.
Came back for another one.
Ooh,
He came back for 3 more after that. And each time I got progressively worse. I tried so hard to make it as sour or as sweet as I possibly could. But this man was just loving it.
You was trying to turn him off.
He was already
I was, because it was like, bro, we got too many people here. You're having me make this. I'm not going to tell you no because I want to give you what you want. But I was just, bro, come on, read the room. So each time I just try to make it progressively worse, and he loved it. And then even though I wasn't doing any design on the angle, he fucking loved it. He was waiting for that part.
Oh shit!
Because I would put the drink
my
there.
favorite part right here.
Yeah.
We do that line. He gonna do that line.
That is what he said. Bro, that is exactly what he said.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm not shitting you every day.
I might as well be. I might as well be, because I would put the glass there and he's like, oh, this is my favorite part. As I'm grabbing the fucking Ango bitters and I do the thing, he's like, I love when you do that shit. That shit right there is my favorite part. In my mind, I'm just thinking to myself, bro, I'm not even doing anything with it. I'm not doing a design. I'm just, and it was a lot.
You would have given him an orgasm if you did like a fucking pattern.
No,
with
you,
it every time.
you were a bitter
want to.
bitter
Bitter bang, just like,
here you go. I just putting salt on it. I just do it
With
weird.
the angle.
That was me.
Holy shit.
That was me. And I was very bitter because he kept asking for it.
damn, is your nickname Bitterbay now?
I guess so.
I feel like that's the title of the episode, unless something else comes up. We got plenty of time.
Bitterbay or
Wow.
One of those.
Oh, no.
But he kept coming back for that, and I don't know, man. I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I put all this spite into it, and he was just canceling it. And
He ate your spite up.
Yo, it sustains him.
He was spite Terman, man. I had sure had me. Thank you.
I'll give you that one.
I appreciate it.
That deserves a loud one.
Yo, that's so crazy. There was this chick, real quick. She literally, every time I went to go make her, I think it was like a supersonic gin and tonic or whatever.
Wait,
it's
what?
basically a gin and tonic. It's a double.
It's a featured cocktail at the place that
Oh.
showed
Yeah, it's a gin and tonic
They
with like
need
some
to change
lemon
the
lime
name.
slush on top.
Yeah.
It's like a whole thing. But like, it's not that crazy. But every time she ordered it and I went to go make it, she's like, make sure you make it with love. And I was like, all right, for sure, I got you.
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
but
And I go and I do it and like, oh, she drinks that one, I get another one, do you need one? Yeah. But can you make sure you make it with love? I'm walking away. I didn't really respond. She's like, but make sure you make it with love. I brought the drink back. I was like, look,
I don't love
every
you.
time I make a drink, I make it with love. You ain't got to tell me to make it with love, because if I'm making it with love. You ain't got to tell me any more times. Enjoy your drink. Walk away. And she was like, oh, this is good. Like,
I know it's good. I made it.
yeah, I know it's good. Like, I make it good every time. Don't tell me
Wow.
how to make your drink.
How was your weekend?
This is the first weekend that I've had 2 consecutive days off in a row.
Oh,
So
congrats.
this was a big weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Got the house clean on the very next day while I was still sore and exhausted from the day before. Did work. Sorry for y'all.
All right. I was like,
Yeah.
yo.
So this
Got me hyped.
weekend, I had 2 very different events.
Okay.
Very different. One was 100
Yeah, I don't
person
know.
party. Had some, very easy cocktails to make. It was glorious. Yeah, load me up.
You made the mistake of getting up.
I mean, while you up.
Can you make it with love, though?
We've been
please?
waiting.
There's
waiting
love
for
in that
someone to
whole
get up.
bottle right there.
Yeah.
So Friday had a 100-person event. Saturday had a 40-person event. I will tell you this. I was not expecting Saturday event to be what it was. Okay, I'll just Tarantino this shit for you. It was a
Okay.
friend's wedding, but they weren't together. They were celebrating so many years of friendship, and they threw a crazy expensive party for it.
For celebrating their friendship.
Friendship.
Platonic.
That's it. He's
Okay.
super gay, and she is the other way. Okay? They threw a fully catered, fully bar staffed, fully $50,000 on flowers ass wedding.
No way.
Wow.
To share vows on this gorgeous, like, edge of the moon fucking Malibu home.
Were they white?
Wow.
Were they what?
As fuck.
Were they what?
White.
Well, we know what he asked.
White, yes.
Most of them were they were from like Virginia and DC and
Oh, hey.
North Carolina. That was the whole thing. They flew out for this party
Wow.
What are they vowing?
to
Stay friends forever.
be friends more.
Okay.
Be more friends.
Yeah.
That's we got money to throw.
Platonic
Yeah.
marriage.
I'm telling you straight up, the best part about it is the transition of my growth during that party. Because one, I thought that they were going to be just the most pretentious people ever. They were the sweetest fucking people.
That's
That's,
dope.
Ever.
that's dope.
And
Yeah.
they were cool, they were fun, they loved our cocktails, they were nice. At the end, right before they got a bunch of roadies to go, they dropped mad love on us on the bar tops because we had a multitude of spritz bar outside on this crazy infinity pool that looks right at the ocean.
God
It's water
damn.
and then more water.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This house has 3 koi ponds. 3. You can walk through. I'm gonna show y'all pictures. I'm gonna send it to you so you can. I mean, it was. My mind couldn't wrap my head around. Sorry, I couldn't wrap my head around what I was witnessing and being part of, and I was hating. Hard. I'm like, what, y'all? This is weird. But then it got better, and they started tipping. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what? You
two
guys
should
are
stay
great.
friends forever.
Yeah.
I love you.
Do
And they
this
were
more
like
often. I
23
think
years
hard.
old.
No
And they were
way.
celebrating
Fuck.
10 years. 10 year. They had a 10-year friendship anniversary wedding.
And people flew in
Flew
to watch these
in.
23-year-olds vow their friendship.
Matching outfits for the entire family and everybody. It was
God.
coordinated. There was like crazy flowers. The food was crazy good too. But
Man.
and you should have
Just
seen the car
got
line up
money to
outside of
throw.
this house.
Oh man.
Like a Jeep that I'll never see again because it's the only paint job I've ever seen on that Jeep.
Yeah.
Apparently, and something else. I'm pretty sure that if you drive fast enough, it can lift off the goddamn ground. It was wild. This house is gorgeous, but the people, like I said, this is what else would you do if you had that much money?
If you have that much money,
Why
I
not?
mean,
You run out of shit to do.
Yeah.
and-
You get bored.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've noticed a shift
He's sitting on the
lately
submarine.
with people is, where, you have the people who are super. I didn't even hear your joke, but good bill.
Yeah.
I
They
support
heard
your
it.
bill.
They heard it. They heard it.
In
They heard
solidarity.
But I have noticed a shift with that with a lot of people where it comes to like the super rich. People are like, I hate the rich because they have more than me. It's like, yeah, now people are starting to understand, well, some people are just born into that shit. And when you have the money for it, as long as you're not being a dick, really, we just hate people being dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
I don't like
mean?
rich dicks.
Yeah.
I don't like poor dicks either.
I just don't like dicks.
There it is. But I'm telling you, thing, this in summation, it was glorious.
That's what's
And
up.
it was just a beautiful place to work all day.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the music was, the DJ was killing it. She
What?
blew doors off that bitch, and it was
What was
fantastic.
their name? Do you remember?
I don't. I have it on her. I have a card inside,
Okay.
but we'll get to that.
Please send that to me so I could.
But absolutely,
Yeah.
she needs to get plugged in. She murdered it,
Oh yeah.
and it was just like it was her mashups too. That's what made it better. She wasn't just playing a bunch of nonsense. Like very good DJ, and
With the spot, was that their spot or were they renting that?
I think
location?
they were just borrowing the house for the day.
Okay.
Like they just rented the house for. It was from 1.
That is an insane
know.
thought.
It was
out
from
here.
1 to 7,
How many
and then they
houses are
went
rented?
out downtown. They partied for 6 hours, and then went out downtown.
In Malibu?
No, downtown LA.
Oh, they went from
Mm.
there to downtown?
Wow.
Deep Malibu. Deep Malibu.
They got like a party
Wow.
bus or something?
Yeah.
Jesus.
We poured probably. Never mind, officer.
Yeah.
We made sure that they were all hydrated before they left.
Well,
Yeah.
they got on a party bus.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if they're on a party bus,
yeah.
they're not driving.
They're rich and white. They're not gonna get in trouble.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I
Absolutely
mean,
right.
Let's be
They,
fucking honest.
once you say Malibu,
Yeah.
they're okay.
Yeah.
and the fact that none of them lived there. They rented some other rich friend's house
Yeah.
for their party.
Mm.
I'm not bullshitting. They probably had at least $50,000 worth of flowers, just the flowers.
Insane.
Huge archway, flowers and flowers, all, like big those roses that are the size of tomatoes. Those everywhere.
Wow.
Best part too. One of the best parts, sorry. And then one of the guys getting to the event fell face first into a koi pond.
Yes.
7 minutes into the party.
Yes.
Just did not see the fact that there was no longer a floor under his feet.
Oh man.
And right in it.
Was he okay?
Yeah, he was fine.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he was wearing sunglasses.
Oh man, he was wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Too cool.
I believe at least half of his collar was popped.
Ooh.
And then I know that it was one of those things where you see. It's always funny when someone's shoe flies off.
Oh,
when they fall.
Shit.
One of his flip flops flopped. It was fantastic.
You fell
flop
out
flip.
your shoes?
The flop flip.
Yeah, flops, flop.
Wow.
I mean, that's impressive. They're all from the South and the East Coast South, so like they know their flops well.
Yes.
Mhm.
They wear them shits to church.
Fuck.
Yeah.
They wear them shits to church.
In the dirt road church.
Oh man.
That's
So
crazy.
weekend was baller.
That's
Weekend was
what's up.
baller.
Yeah.
So, how about you, sir?
I have nothing like that.
Wait, is that where these came from?
No.
Nah,
That
nah.
was a whole other
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I did an event.
This was
at
a white
Rolls
party,
Royce.
sir.
Yeah, right.
These glasses did not come from a white
No,
party.
I meant the.
The ice was very
Ice,
much
yeah.
Armenian.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was a Bentley party, or Rolls Royce party, so
Yeah.
it was
I love
Armenian
French
as
party.
fuck.
Yeah, my weekend was just, I just worked.
Oh.
I just worked. I went to work, and then I was no longer at work. That was it.
All right, and
I
on to the next one.
had nothing crazy happen.
Crazy
Yeah,
story.
I
That's,
was
that's
at
a
work.
good thing. If you really
Yeah.
don't have anything crazy or a story to tell, that
Yeah.
usually means like it was a normal work week and it was
Absolutely.
that is what you really want.
Absolutely.
For the sake of the show, it doesn't give us a lot to talk about,
Right.
but
There's more.
Oh.
I will say the two things I took from my work week. One was I had this weird ass fucking dream where I was telling y'all about earlier, where like I woke up and there was like this ticking sound or whatever, and so in the dream, maybe other people have this happen. I hope I'm not the only one. Where when I have dreams, I don't dream about I dream about weird shit too, but sometimes I have dreams about places that I used to work or working in a place that I've never worked at before, but I'm in a weird situation. In this particular dream, I was working an event in a huge venue, and there was only a couple people on staff at the end, and we were trying to kick like 100 people out all at once, and nobody wanted to leave.
Ooh.
And I'm running from room to room like, hey man, y'all gotta leave, man. And you were like, nah, fuck that, what are you gonna do about it? And I'm just sitting there like, nothing. I'm asking you nicely.
Just asking nice, you know.
And I go to the next room and there'd be like 40 people in there. And I'm like, hey man, can y'all leave? And they're like, why are you trying to kick us out? I'm like, so I could go home. Like having the same conversation that we have on a small scale.
An industry nightmare.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it was the weirdest thing. And then I started hearing that ticking, and I thought a bomb was about to go off, and I'm like, everybody get out. And I woke up, and it was because my fucking diffuser was dying.
Oh my God.
So I woke up with the most anxiety because I thought I was going to get jumped in a dream. And then I thought the ticking was in the dream, and I wake up and I'm still hearing it, and we live in downtown LA. I'm like,
It could
the
be.
fuck
Yeah,
is
yeah.
going on? And the only other thing that I wanted to definitely bring up this week, from this past week, is coworkers who are drowning and they're trying to pull anybody down with them on their way down.
Wait, what?
So
during a shift, you mean?
we've all had these people, but he knows. But say you have a coworker who either they're not a good fit for the venue or they're just not good at their job or whatever. And with our industry, you got to do something pretty egregious to get fired most of the time.
Yeah,
Especially once you've been established it's kind of hard to get you out of there.
Right.
And I don't want to make it too personal because it's not just about this person. I've noticed this over the years, and this just kind of popped it back into my head. But I had to have a conversation with management over another coworker complaining about something that I said months ago. And I don't even work with this person like that anymore. But I'm not the only person who I've heard that has happened with recently. So then you think it's like, oh, it's not just me. It's because this person, they're drowning. They're not good at the job, and nothing personal against them. They're just not a good fit. So instead of trying to do better at the job, they're trying to point out other people's flaws to say, well, what about them? Or they're doing this, or I don't like this, or I don't like this thing that someone said. And it's like, dude, you're drowning. If someone throws you a life preserver, just either grab it or just go drown if that's what you want to do. But don't pull down the other people around you just because you're not doing a good job yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody's triggered by that, then, you know, fuck you.
You're the one drowning.
That's on you. If you're the type of person who will go to management and be like, oh, well, this person does this and this person does that, fuck you. And I mean that. I mean that shit.
Mean, we worked with a person like that at that one spot in Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yo, that's what I meant. Like, it wasn't just that this situation happened. It just reminded me of people that are like that.
Yeah.
I don't take it personal.
That's in every job
I do feel the insult. The what?
I'm just saying, like, that's the thing that happens in, like, I think a lot of jobs where like you could be in the office and it's just like this person's not pulling their weight, but instead of just like taking that hit, they're just gonna be, well, I noticed that so and so steals staples. Like, wait, what? That ain't got shit to do with them performing and doing their job. But sure, cool. Let's just snitch on that.
Stapling my resume together. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Just stop snitching.
Yeah. But just like get better at your job and figure out what function of your job that you're lacking in, or learn from the people that are doing their job well,
or just move on to another job. That's my thing. Like, if it's not working for you, if you're not happy here, especially in this industry, if you're not happy at a particular venue, just go to another venue.
And then stop poisoning it. Stop poisoning the work environment, because you're gonna make the good people leave.
Absolutely. Or you're also, well, not just but you could also be alienating guests. You know, if you're not doing a good job or you're bringing that bad energy, why would a guest want to come in to be served by me if I have a problem with you? You don't have a problem with me, but I let it be known I have a problem with you for whatever reason. And a guest sees that and sees that energy, they're gonna be like, well, they don't have their shit buttoned up. Why would I come here?
Right.
That's money. Then you start fucking with my money,
bro. That's when I have a problem.
Yeah.
It isn't that a manager has to talk to me. It's like, what else are you doing that's fucking with my money?
Right.
And why are you here when we could just, there are other people who drop their resumes off all the time at every place that you work at, especially if you work at a good place. Okay, well, if it's not working for you here, move on. Please let us get somebody else in here who does the job right, wants to be here, gets along with everybody. You're just not a good fit.
The worst part about that is that a lot of places won't fire that person that's causing the problems because they don't want to pay them unemployment. So management just lets someone, instead of taking like, well, what do they call it? Like, there's quiet quitting and then there's like quiet firing. Instead of like putting them on the worst type of schedule or whatever, doing something to let it be known, like, hey, we don't want you to be here anymore, so we're gonna give you the worst shifts where you don't make money.
Oh, how's this?
That also can be detrimental because that'll make them complain and bitch more. And then it'll permeate even deeper.
They become more toxic environment.
Absolutely.
That's because
it's a double-edged sword for real.
I think that's kind of because was it LA or California employment laws are like really strong for the employer, which is great. But in certain situations where they're really strong for the employee. I'm sorry, but like when an employer, it's time for an employee to be fired and move on. All these all this red tape that looks out for the employee, so they get unemployment and all that other type of stuff, and so the employers go through like this shitty job of just trying to make the job hell for them, and it's like, why am I working one shift a week? Oh, well, it's performance based, and
like it can either help you or damn you. Like if you're the person that's getting the shit on the stick and you're like, dude, no, I'm trying,
right?
It help you, benefit you, but if there's a person you're trying to get rid of, it's like, fuck, we can't just outright fire them.
Right.
It's one of those things that has like a very big gray area.
Absolutely.
My place in along this topic too, just I found myself being the weaker link on some places where, because straight up, I lied so badly on my resume to get my first job. And I was underqualified. So I know that there were murmurings about me, which is fine. But the difference between me is I asked a shitload of questions. How do I get better? What does that mean? What is faux gras? Like, what's French style serving? Like, I asked questions to get better.
Right.
I knew what to look up the next damn day. And I tried. But people that just endlessly bitch about shit, got no space for you.
Yeah.
I got no space for you. Because, like, I came in here hungover as shit, somehow in a good mood, and you are my biggest problem now. I don't want to work
not
with you.
management, but my coworker.
I know how to make this shit spin. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Supposed to be a team, man. Supposed to be a fucking team.
Unit.
I don't even know what you said. What'd you say? Faux gras?
Faux gras.
What the fuck is that?
That's duck liver. Yeah, see?
Learning
what I'm
something
saying?
new.
I
There you
worked
go.
at a place that had a French style kitchen. Didn't even know what that was.
Faux gras is so good. Faux gras on some like really crisp French bread with like a raspberry jam. Change your life. Duck liver, raspberry jam, and French bread.
Duck liver does not sound appetizing.
I-
But I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, no,
I will take your word for it.
I was tricked into eating it the first time because they told me what it was. They said try it, then they told me what it was, and I'm like, that's the liver. Got it. Cool.
I eat meat. I don't care.
It's great.
Yeah,
It's great though.
I don't care.
So you said like lying on your resume. I had a guest ask me this past weekend too, like, oh, I want to be a bartender, this and that. Like, what do I do? And I told her like, well, this is what you do. And she's like, no, I don't want to be a barback. I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, well, you can just
And you
apply
don't wanna be a
whatever.
bartender.
Yeah.
She's like, well, what if I just lie? I'm like, you can lie too. You just gotta be able to back it up. If you're gonna lie, back that shit up.
yeah.
And I was like, do you know your classic cocktails? She's like, no. I'm like,
You better
It'll
go
be a
home
long
and
ride,
study.
kid.
he's
It's gonna be
study,
a long
learn.
ride.
I was like, I am all for doing what you got to do to get that job.
Yeah, hustle.
But back that shit up. If you're gonna lie, say you have 3, 4, 5 years doing this and that, make sure you know your classics. At the bare minimum, your classics. That's at least what, 30 drinks, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe give
Depending
or
on where
take.
you are.
Depending on where you are, what city, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's somewhere between 20 to 30 drinks, maybe more. But just at least know the basics. And if you get the job, cool. Fucking hustle, lie away, finesse, do what you gotta do. I'm all for it. But if you can't back it up, you're only gonna fuck yourself over. And if you get the job, you're gonna fuck your coworkers over, this and that. So for those that don't wanna go through the vetting process of bussing, bar backing, if you're gonna lie, back it up.
Yeah.
Fucking if you're gonna talk the talk, make sure you can walk the fucking walk.
Oh,
Absolutely.
man.
Make sure you can.
Speaking of like starting off, do you guys feel like you guys talk to guests different now than like when you?
Oh yeah.
You took my topic that I was gonna segue into.
No,
God
I gave
damn
you a
it!
segue into your topic.
Let him have a turn.
No,
That's okay. No, it makes me mad because I was waiting to bring that up. I'm not
And
that
now
bad.
you know how it feels.
I know, and I deserve it.
No, I literally don't have anything to say. I just was trying to set you up. Like I literally was just trying to set you up, and you stepped on your own setup. Like what are we?
I'm not really. No, I don't.
Teamwork. Teamwork, everybody. Teamwork.
Something dream work, baby.
Oh,
No,
wow,
I'm
that was
I'm
beautiful.
just talking shit.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Sorry, say it again. Let's.
Didn't hear it last time.
Speaking of starting off, guys, do you guys feel like over time you talk to guests different than how you started out? P?
Yeah. Do you have anything to add to that? Has that happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know from when I first started off, because like an idiot, I went to bartending school. Don't ever do that. It's a fucking scam. You don't need it. You really don't.
Oh,
You
I-
really
I went.
fucking don't. We both did.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking scam.
You
Don't
feel
do
like
it.
you needed
I
it?
wouldn't say it's a scam. I will say this, because the one that I went to, I knew from the first day I'm not gonna learn bartending here because it's a 2-week course. Like you're not gonna learn everything you need to know.
Yeah.
But I went to bartending school after like 2-3 years of bartending.
Oh,
But I had not bartended in a traditional bar setting.
got you.
So for me, it was like, okay, what can I learn here in this 2 weeks? What I learned was I needed to work on my classic cocktails. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, but the reason why I didn't feel like it was a scam is because there was one other guy in my class sounds weird to say about bartending school. There was one other guy in the thing or whatever.
Me on your shift.
Yeah, exactly. He was. Thank you, sir. He was one of those people who could memorize fucking cocktails. I mean, he was a fucking encyclopedia or some shit. Like, he knew everything, but he didn't know how to bartend. And the instructor told him, well, you know, not just me, but there was like, I think one other guy there. You could see like they had the bones of a bartender. They just didn't know their cocktails. Like, really, that's what this course is for. It's for you to learn how to be behind the bar, which was the one thing I was missing. So for becoming a bartender, yeah, it's a fucking scam. You're not going to learn how to bartend in 2 weeks. But if you go in with the mindset of like, let me at least find out what bartending looks like,
right?
Especially when you don't have that knowledge. As long as you use it for that, it does have some merit.
I wouldn't say it's a foundation. I wouldn't even call it a blueprint. It's more of like the idea of the design of it, where you're like, I have this thought, and let me do. It's like that. It, like you said, it
it's
gives
like
you.
It's drawing bartending from memory.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like.
Like when the architect has that idea, I'm like, okay, I want to do this. Let me just draw some lines. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I can build on that. That's, I guess, what bartending school is. And it's funny you mentioned that guy. I feel like we had the same guy. We were in different cities because I had a guy like that too. It was me and one other dude. He didn't have that charisma, that personality, but he remembered everything. And when I was learning these drinks, he memorized them better than I did. But when it was that part of the course where it's like talking to a guest and the instructor was the guest, I had that down packed. He didn't, but he knew the cocktails better than I did. But to circle back and answer your question, the way I talked to guests when I first started out was very much like I was very eager, very prepared for like anything, or I thought I was prepared for anything. And they're just like, yeah, let me just get a vodka soda. And in my mind, I thought to myself, you sure you don't want like a fucking...
You don't want a Vulcare? You don't want something cool?
You don't want this and that? You don't want a Manhattan? You just want a vodka soda? So I felt very over-prepared, but I also wasn't very prepared. I'm like, dude, I got all this, like, learned all this stuff, and I'm just serving.
You like wanted to show them everything that you could do as a bartender with every drink.
Yeah, it's like that rookie that just got on the team. Is like, all right, coach, I'm ready, and they're like, relax, and I'm just like, come on, I'm fucking ready. Just let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
But the bar that I first worked at was the one that we first worked at together.
Yeah.
So technically, yes and no, because I worked at another one in Chicago, but it doesn't matter. It was like. But that one was very much a dive bar atmosphere, so entirely different. And I was trying to be formal with people that I didn't need to be.
At a dive bar.
And then,
oh man,
but I didn't know.
Chicago.
But again,
no, this was the dive bar was in Phoenix. But I didn't know. I didn't know because I didn't have that experience. So that's not something the bartending school can teach you.
Yeah.
The environment, the experience environment.
Yeah.
I was very much trying to be like very cordial and formal and
good evening. Let me set a white tablecloth in front of you.
Basically, and all I had to do like, motherfucker, what do you want? Oh, you want a Miller High Life? There you go. Open it yourself.
Is that a PBR and Jameson? Coming right up, sir.
Yeah. That's how it was, man. That's how it was at that spot. It really was like that. That's the only job I've ever walked out on.
Oof.
I've never walked out on a job before.
Bro, they treated him like shit.
Oh, yeah.
They headed out for him, and he had nothing but the best intentions.
Yeah. I came in super nice. That was back when I was nice.
They burned it out of you.
They burned it out of me.
To be fair, his appearance then, he very much had this appearance of, like, because he had, like, it was barely when he was starting to change his hair and color or whatever. So he had this.
I hadn't even colored it yet back then.
I don't think you did. No, you just had like the faux hawk, the little tiny faux.
Oh,
and he was a lot more toned up. Like his muscles were really popping out. So he had this very much Chad aspect to him.
There's a lot of shade, but we'll keep pushing.
I'm being honest.
I remember how it looked back then. He's right. I didn't have the muscles I have now.
Okay.
I was skinny toned.
Yeah.
So then it was like everything looked good, but I ain't had no muscles.
So he had this Chad appearance to him. Like he was the shit. So when I first met him, I'm like,
okay,
this motherfucker thinks he's better than me.
I'm not gonna like him.
I give him shit for that all the time because he didn't talk to me on my first couple of shifts. They were like, oh, this is Polo. He'll train you. And he's like, all right, man. Well, that's your well over there. And then he just left the bar. And I was like,
shit.
Yeah.
I have been trained by that guy before. I have been trained by that guy.
I misread him, but like it just He was too eager. I'm like, I don't like this. You can't be more eager than me. I'm supposed to be the friendly guy. Whatever. Stop it. You're taking my role. That's all I got.
It's all I got is charisma.
But
You
it
fucking jackass.
wasn't until I noticed his Deadpool tattoo, and I was like, okay, I guess you're kind of cool.
Yeah,
Oh my
that was actually
God.
when we were like, all right, cool. I think we could get along.
Yeah.
And then we got along too well,
Yeah,
and they
we were
noticed
good.
that, so they stopped scheduling us
Yep.
together.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Yeah.
Deadass.
Once they found out that we just
Why
clicked
wouldn't
like
they want
that.
bartenders that get along?
That
Because
place
the
didn't
owner
like
was
that.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Oh, weird.
Dumbass.
This is in New Mexico.
that place didn't like
Phoenix.
that. It's in Phoenix.
Gotcha.
It was owned and operated by this person who had no background in restaurants at all.
Which is something we're
And
talking about.
they were married to someone who ran a boxing gym, which also was doubly bad because they would bring in all of their students and everything, and they got to drink on the house and wouldn't tip, treated us like shit.
Fuck
But
outta
the
here.
bar had control pours, like tops,
Oh,
so you could only pour 1 ounce. And this motherfucker would literally come in and sit down and dine and hang out for like hours to watch their bartenders. And if they saw you go like this, they'd walk up and be like, why'd you pour extra?
Did you charge him for
I'm
that?
like, they asked for a double. Or the drink called for a double.
Right,
So I just did what I was supposed to do.
right.
I will never forget the one time I had there was a meeting, and you had to come in for it, you and everybody else, because y'all weren't scheduled, and I was scheduled that day, so I didn't have to sit in on it. And they sat everyone around the table and was like, I have these bottles, and I can get 33 shots out of it. I've never forgotten the number because they were adamant. I can get 33 shots out of it, and I'm looking at the inventory, and it's not 33 per bottle. So what are you guys doing? I don't know.
You know what's crazy is
drinking.
it was
I wish.
shit. They wouldn't even let us drink behind the
Ah.
bar. They did not. Even though it was a dive bar, they did not.
Yeah.
But it was one employee who was
Never heard that.
on his
Yeah,
basically
right.
on his way out, who was always giving away drinks. That's why she implemented that. He was this like skinny, I think he was a Mexican dude. Whatever.
Was he getting paid mad dough for that though?
He was getting tipped a lot for it.
Yeah,
okay.
He was, I mean, I don't blame him for it because they weren't paying us that much. We weren't getting that
Yeah,
much
no,
tips.
they
But he was
weren't.
giving away drinks and shots. Like,
Oh, shit.
nothing.
They asked us to do a lot there. We had to pull up all of the bar mats, not the bar top mats, the actual standing
Floor
mats, the
mats,
floor
yeah.
mats. We had to pull all of them out of the bar, take them outside, spray them down, then hang them up.
Good
And
thing
then
that my
there was
gastropub a
And
little
then
bit.
you, had
There's
to,
a lot
then
of
you
them.
had to sweep, then you had to mop, and all this other stuff. And we wouldn't even make $100.
By the way,
a
these
shift.
are healthy practices, folks. This is
They
do
are,
everywhere.
but you're supposed to hire a cleaning crew for that.
yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Hire a fucking cleaning
Or
crew.
hire somebody designated to do that job, not your
Right.
bartender. Your
Right.
bartenders is not your cleaning staff.
Right.
One person can do that at the end of the night
Yeah.
easily.
A bar
Yeah.
back, which we didn't have, by
No.
the way.
No,
We
we
didn't
didn't have a
have
bar back.
Damn.
That's wild.
Let's come back.
Look at the bond that it created.
Yeah.
though.
Yes.
Look what it's produced.
And that place is closed.
In the fires
So
of
fuck them.
Mordor, you guys
Yeah.
were
Fuck
forged.
them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
They're
fuck
closed.
yeah.
It felt really
So
good
shit-
because they came into the bar that we both started working at afterwards
Oh shit.
to have a party, and I was their bar.
Oh shit.
They were like, "Oh, you're here? This is where you got a job?" And I was like, "Yeah." I would have
Bitch.
told you that if you would have talked to me in person, because like I put in my 2 weeks, and they used to come in every shift. I put in my 2 weeks, and they didn't come in that night. And then I had a guest say, "Fuck that bartender," and the other bartender
You?
just to the other bartender,
Oh.
and the other bartender just looked at me and was like, went back to talking, and I was like, "Oh, so you ain't even got my back." I just grabbed my bag. I was like, "Y'all can keep my tip out. I'm good."
He just
I-
walked.
Dipped,
Good
bro.
for you.
Damn,
I
bro.
dipped.
Good.
And at the
for
time,
you.
I had my Harley, which I used to park out front, and they had the door open. So I went and sat outside and was fucking. Before I left, I was like, "Fuck this fucking place, bro. Fuck them."
Damn.
But to circle back,
Yeah, to circle back, how I talk to guests now, I'm not rude. I'm just more blunt.
Mm.
You sure you're
'Cause
not rude?
I'm pretty sure I'm not rude. I am, but I mask it
Let
with,
us know in the comments.
Yeah.
with jokes
Okay.
and kind of very like, I'm just kidding kind of tone. Like I meant what I
Fuck your face,
said,
just
but
kidding.
just so you don't get mad at me, it's a joke.
It's just kind of fuck you.
Yeah.
It kind of, because when I got here, I worked at a place that was very formal, so I had to be very formal.
Right.
So then I had to get back to when I first started out. But then now I'm in a place where I'm at where I can be more informal, not outright rude to customers. I'm not gonna straight up tell them like, dude, I'm not fucking what are you fucking stupid? I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna mask it and reword it in a way where I say what I need to say, just where you don't exactly understand what I'm saying until maybe days
Later,
later,
yeah.
or if
Oh,
you
those are
see
my
this and I'm
favorite
exposing
disses.
myself.
Yeah.
So that's how I talk to people now. It started off formal and now I'm kind of like in that middle area of like formal, informal, just relaxed,
Relax.
more relaxed.
And just
more
go on
relaxed.
with the flow of like the
Just
customer.
yeah, kind of reading it out and seeing how.
Yeah. Because it feels like I
And it
feel
just
like
depends on where you work.
customers at a
Absolutely.
lot of bars want more like the personality than
Yeah.
like just
Especially
like a
now.
cookie cutter, just like, hello, let me get you your drink, let me get you your food, yada yada. But it just kind of depends because sometimes you cross that line with the wrong person. And now it's just like you've gone too far. Now that you're being too informal with
change
me.
on a
It's like,
dime.
It really
Yeah.
can.
It changed so fast.
yeah, so it's you got to read the person. I had that incident this past weekend with like this chick. She came in and she ordered a lemon drop with Casamigos. And so I made
Damn, you
that?
really
Did you
called it
hear
out the
that?
night before.
I could
It's
hear
like,
your voice,
oh,
man.
God.
Like, that hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It wasn't a strawberry lemon drop.
this one was not strawberry.
Oh.
Yeah, but she was close. It was close. And so I made it, and then she was just like, no, she waved her hand from across the
Uh-oh.
bar. The woman was like, yes. No, she got the guy she was with to wave his hand to get my attention from across the bar. Come over. She's like, I don't taste the alcohol. I said, it's a lemon drop.
Yeah.
It's meant to be balanced so that you don't taste the alcohol. Like, well, I usually get them and I usually like them. I usually taste the alcohol. I was like,
Do you want a shot on the side?
yeah,
God
no,
damn it.
I was like, well, I can remake it. But the other thing is, you didn't actually order it with real tequila. You ordered it with Casamigos, which is a fake ass tequila, a lot of preservatives. So you're not going to taste real alcohol or tequila in it. But you know what? I'll remake it for you, and I'll make it. I'll make it. And I just made it, and I made it with less sweetener and less triple sec or whatever. I gave it to her. I was like, did you taste more alcohol? She's like, yes. I was like, cool. And then the guy that called me over was like, yeah, get her. And I was like, all right, dude, like, don't support me. Like,
Stop.
yo,
Stop.
I want you
No,
to
no.
still like have a good night. Like,
Don't
you know what I'm saying?
instigate.
Like, don't instigate.
Don't
Oh,
instigate.
But I
man.
was like he literally said, yeah, school her. And I was like, whoa. I was like, don't.
You're ruining what I'm trying to do.
Man.
here.
Yeah, like, I'm
God
trying to
damn
have like an actual cool conversation. But like, yeah, she's just like, well, I don't taste the alcohol. I was like, it's a lemon drop and you got Casamigos. Casamigos is not meant to for you to really get the.
You were trying to educate her while also being like, look, bitch, you
Yeah.
got this and this and this. You're not supposed to, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
you said it in a way where it's.
And then like that's the thing is like you said, there's like this the edge of a knife
If
tone.
you read between the lines,
You can hear there's some like shut the fuck up,
There's
but
some
like there's also
condescend- yeah.
like I'm just telling you what it is. But at the end of the day, I will remake it and make it so you could taste the alcohol more.
Mm.
And so she was happy in the end.
Mm.
But I just had to let and tell her.
I
That's
love
fair.
that.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah,
So-
I'm all for it.
Yes.
Intelligent burns. I'm sorry. Intelligent burns are my favorite. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's Stanford burn right there.
That ether.
So how did you start versus how
Ooh.
you talk to people now? That's a
It's
guess now.
widely different because I walk up to people now with more of a sense of familiarity, just a little bit more. Because like it's like, hi, what would you like today? I have this alcohol. I can pour it in a glass for you. It's like, yo, what's going on? Welcome in. I just took a shit. I'm feeling so much better. Or I could be like, I looked at you before I walked over here and feel like you're gonna put me in a bad mood. That's what's on my face. I'm trying to clear it off my face because I can't see what I look like.
Yeah.
But I do find my tone and temperament has found some balance. Cocktail term. And I really do. I try to ding.
Give you that one.
I like to make it so that I want to provide a good experience for people now.
My bad. I
It's
didn't mean to
not just
blow it in your face.
inquiring about what I can do for you. It's like, hey, how we feeling today?
Yeah.
Versus like, is there something that you see that you want? You know, I've taken a step back from being no shade like a retail employee saying, can I help you find anything?
Yeah.
To, you know what? I think this is going to be great for you today.
Right.
And that has changed a lot. And my money has definitely reflected that too. Changing, I will say this. In hospitality in general, over the last, I'd say 5 years, changing what I do from a gig to what I'm good at has changed everything. So I'm here and I want to be here to maximize my money, give them the best time ever, and also be wildly efficient at getting set up and broken down. So as long as these people don't interrupt the flow of the setup and breakdown, you're going to catch me in a great parentheses. Like I'm solid for you here.
Yeah.
But after that, it's like, time for you to go.
Yeah.
Time for you to go.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. Like I really do want to. I'm trying not to be too terribly familiar with people because there is a transactionness to this.
Yeah.
But I want to offer people the time that I want to have, and it's simple. Like treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
But also like, hey, like I'm having fun too. DJ's hot. I'm back here. Like you're having a good time. I take my conversation as if I'm like tuning a guitar. Like, all right, did I say that? That's good. I'm back. Okay, great. They like that. Oh, we got a sound. Now we're in tune. And those people, I'm like, now I'm good. I know what you need. I know what the pace you're at. Like, I got you here. Don't worry about it. Your water's gonna be filled. I'm gonna cover that up while you go smoke. Things like that. Just start to get into a flow with people. It's like a dance.
Yeah.
So I dig that. So I'd say it's I do need for myself, telling myself, I would like to learn a lot more classics, a lot more actual traditional like barman skills.
Yeah.
But my crowd work is epic now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've always said that about you. Yeah, your crowd work is phenomenal. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna calm you down. He fixes my fuck up. Rob's gonna fix all your drinks that I messed up. But I'm gonna get you guys some fries.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you get them hyped up for the fries too. Like
these shits are gonna be crispy as fuck. Gourmet
like
McDonald's.
I like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's important. Like crowd work and being able to, I guess, neutralize an upset guest is very key. Bartender. And even as a server too, but speaking from the bar, being able to be part of a team where somebody can fix the drink while this person's like, I'm gonna handle them, rattle them in, bring them back into the ranch, calm them down, have a good time. Like that's a very important skill.
I'll say this, Rob. Like we've touched base on this, and in summation with this, I know what I'm good at, and I believe that working with people and high volume is good. Like I can command my space as long as I'm set up for success.
Yeah.
As we all know, that's very important for any day. If you're scrambling, trying to find where things are when they're not in the right place, that'll throw off everything. Spend all of your time trying to catch back up. But I like this. I like this back and forth. Like I would like to be a master of this as well. But like I do that on a smaller scale. More private parties, more tiny things. Then I have it all. Then I can juggle it really well. But when you're getting your ass kicked on a Friday night, Geoffrey gets a little frazzled.
A little frazzled, huh?
No, I go feral. It's bad. I don't do well. I don't do well when I'm off my game. I'm off my game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he can attest.
Yeah. You throw him on production on a Friday night when it's going nuts. No, when it's going nuts and like them tickets are just like blah, 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 and the support ain't there. That's the thing. And if the support's not there for you and you just are just stuck on an island dealing with 20 tickets, like he's gonna be like, fuck this, and he's like, he's
you know what? I'm gonna go outside.
Like y'all deal with these 20 tickets. I'm gonna be outside. Y'all let me know when y'all ready to work.
I see a bunch of people standing the fuck around. Okay, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Oh man.
At least you let that be known though.
Dude, it's tough. Like I
Just from that spot, yes.
Yeah.
It has changed.
yeah,
immensely.
no, I deal with that as well, whether I'm on production or whether I'm on the wood, and I'm just like walking past 2 or 3 other tenders, and I'm just like, y'all want to work? Y'all want to earn y'all tips tonight, or
grab a
just
fucking
me?
ticket.
Just grab.
I don't
Just grab a ticket.
I don't
and
understand
go.
how that can happen in your venue because your bar is so fucking small.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying,
I don't
excuse me. I'm
get
like
how
crossing,
anyone behind that bar
Yeah.
is not constantly doing something.
Yeah.
Your bar is this big.
Yeah.
And unlike a lot of other bars, I call that type of bar a fishbowl
Mhm.
because it just wraps around.
Yeah.
The guests wrap around you as
Well,
opposed to, you know, a traditional stick is
Yeah.
a linear line, you know.
Right.
Some of them might be L-shaped. But when it's a fishbowl
Ate that
and you're
style.
working with me and you're not doing anything, I really want to understand where your brain is.
Yeah. No,
Seriously.
people are just like talking about other stuff, or they're like just talking about some
How
other.
can you not be doing any of the side work while doing that? Because the side work is literally right in front of you. The guest is right in front of you. There's no
They
separation
can
there.
see you.
Like, everything's right there.
It doesn't happen all the time, but I
Yeah.
think it happens a little bit during like the daytime when stuff is like a little slow. But it's like there's so much prep work to be done to set up the night team.
Right.
Can't just, you know.
But that's what I mean. You should at that place, and I saw that happen on a Thursday night at like 11 o'clock.
Oh, you saw people just standing. Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Wow. Leaning
Blood
back.
boiling,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Blood
Yes.
boiling.
And like
Oh
when you're
my
on
God.
production and like you're knee deep in tickets and you just feel either that or that literally you have 5 other bartenders with you and like all of them are out of the bar for different. Yeah, they're all. Then you're just by yourself with the entire fishbowl and the production, and now these people need stuff. And it's like, yo, where did all 5 of y'all go? Like, what the fuck?
They all
And
out
don't
back
make
talking
eye
shit.
contact with a guest because they're all doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I have 40 other drinks to make right now.
Yeah.
And whoever is doing, oh, I went to grab more beer to restock. We're fine. Grab a ticket, please. I'm this making me itch right now. I
Sorry.
just
Yeah.
remember
Bringing
those
it back to
days.
PTSD.
Well,
yeah.
it's
Oof.
just that thing of where people find this need to leave the bar to go do whatever because there's nothing to do, and then they leave you there to do the work. And I'm
Mhm.
like, the moment you leave the bar, that's when everyone wants something.
Yeah.
You should know that. As another bartender,
Yeah.
you should know the moment you leave me by myself, someone's going to want something.
Yeah.
At the very least, be within eye shot to where you can look at the bar
Yeah.
and see the person doing this
Right.
and be like, well, get back there
Back
because
over there.
now they need something. Nothing makes a guest want something more than seeing you by yourself.
Right. Actually,
When they
yes.
see you alone,
Yeah.
they're like, I need things now.
Now.
I don't know what I need, but I fucking
I need it now.
Yeah.
I need it.
Did I just see a bartender leave? I need something now.
Yeah.
And I need you to get it for me. I know you're busy and I know you're alone, but I need it now.
But they always add in if you have the time or when you have time, and I'm just like,
That's my favorite
Sure.
thing.
yes.
That's my favorite
don't.
thing. Yo, whenever you have a sec.
You knew better.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
kind of how this job works.
I don't have a
Whenever
second.
I have a second, I will get to you.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me that I can do this when I have a sec.
Job is
That's
called
literally
waiting.
what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Once I have a sec, guess what I'm going to do? Hey,
Your
can I get
thing.
that for you?
Yeah.
But I don't have a second right now, so
Yeah.
I
I
just
see you doing this.
check
Yeah.
the bar
Hey,
before you
man.
go.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
check the bar before you go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna go just sit in the walk-in and cry. But before I do that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure that these waters are filled. Got your soda. I'm gonna check
Oh.
on your food.
Yeah.
Go cry.
Filling
Go have your
waters.
cry.
I have a coworker that has
Filling
literally
waters.
done that.
You said
I
what?
have a coworker that's literally done that, and I love her so much for it.
Yeah.
You know, I remember a couple episodes ago, I was talking about how like they brought work with them,
Yeah.
or brought home with them
With
to
that.
work.
Yeah,
Sure.
I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But they also took the time to say, "Hey, I need to go cry." And I was like, "Well, go get your cry on."
let
Get
it
your
out.
motherfucking cry
Yeah.
on. What? Everybody get your cry on.
It was seriously. I was like, "Yeah, there's nothing going on. I got these tickets. We've already taken care of everybody. If you got to get your cry on, go get your cry on."
Yeah.
And went to the back. She got her cry on for a couple of minutes. She came back. She was like, "Thank you. You need me to do anything?" I was like, "No, we good. Cool.
Sweet.
That's fine. Do that.
Yeah.
But don't just be like, all right, I'm gonna dip out to go have a cry for like 10 minutes and not say anything
Yeah.
and never check.
No.
You can cry and crack the door open to see if I'm drowning. With tears in your eyes. Like,
if you leave me hanging with no
Just
word,
check
I'm
on
gonna say something else to make you cry harder.
oh yeah.
Dude, because the thing, nothing
I'll
is
give you a
worse.
reason to cry. I'll give you a reason to cry. Why are you crying?
Nothing is worse than the feeling I get when like you're like drowning and you're like, you know what, I have this, but you know what, it'd be nice if I just could have one, and then you turn around and that's the moment you realize that you're by yourself at the bar and you're just like fury.
Please, somebody take these two espresso martinis, please.
Literally.
Please.
Literally.
I just need these two. Somebody cover these.
Oh my God. Yeah. And that's the, like, it's not that somebody communicated they're leaving, but like you literally just turn around and you're just like, oh, it's just me in the bar.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will say that's one of the things I'm very thankful for where I work now.
Yeah.
And not that I'm kissing anybody's ass, because everybody there knows I don't have to. Like, we're all super fucking solid.
Yeah.
I'm giving the compliment because it's fucking due. Ooh. None of us leave the bar without saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you got to take a shit, you got to take a cry, or you just want to go walk out front because there's nothing else to do. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone who works behind the bar will at least be like, hey, I'm going to go do this.
Word.
Cool. I just need to know. I just need to know. That way, mentally, I can prepare that if 4 people walk up, I know I don't have backup. So if I'm in the middle of something, I need to speed this up.
Right.
Because like you said, the one thing you don't want to do is turn around looking for help and find out you're alone.
Oh my God.
that makes
that
it
shit
worse.
Is so fucking like,
it's so much worse.
Yeah.
Like
so
a
what was
kid left at the grocery store.
What's
Like, Mom.
Like Sushi walks away. That fucking guy. He's Jesus.
You got this?
Faster.
You got this, right?
Yeah.
You got the money? Oh shit.
What you said?
I was saying, what was your
the rebuttal to the question.
when you started off talking to guests to now?
Oh, I mean, I can honestly say I wasn't sure we were going to come to me on this one. I can say the only thing that's really changed for me recently is, and I'm still working on it, is like Geoffrey said, fixing my face. Because the way I talk to guests has never changed.
Okay.
Because the first couple years that I bartended, I don't know if you know this, but they do. I did it under the table in motorcycle club. You know what I mean? So if I can deal with these people, this environment, and survive it, then nothing a guest can do is gonna, like, you know what I mean, make me feel that threatened. You know what I mean? It's if I get angry at you, that's when I fucking will like flip my top. But for the most part, I've just always talked to people. Like you said, I try to serve people the way I would like to be served when I come up to a bar. I do try to gauge where they're at. If it's more than one person, are they having a conversation that they don't want me to be a part of, or are they arguing, or whatever?
Right.
Sometimes it can be people that are obviously like either on a date or in a relationship, which makes it feel kind of weird because how do I even talk to them? Who do I talk to?
Yeah.
Depending on the dynamic, I have to choose which person I make the most amount of eye contact with.
Right.
So that whoever else is involved doesn't feel threatened, or that person doesn't feel threatened that I'm talking to the other person more. Those are the dynamics that go through my mind. So I've always been the same how I talk to people. Got me in trouble, but also made me more, relatable with people, and I made a lot of friends. But my face, man. I can't see what I look like, but I can see your reaction to what I look like. And I just had this happen on Friday.
Oh shit.
It was the lights had already went up, and at our venue, we will throw the lights on a little early, even though it's not last call, because we're trying to give people, and I give them credit for doing this, give people the subconscious thought of you should be leaving.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people in there, and it takes forever to shepherd people out of the venue.
Right.
Lights go up. We're not doing last call yet, but this one brother comes up, and He had 2 other people with him. So he ordered an old fashioned. And I did what I always do. I say, that it? And I point to the people behind him. And he says, yeah. Nah, they're fine. I was like, all right, cool. And I make his old fashioned.
The deepest sigh
Stirring
ever.
and everything. You know what I mean?
Oh
We
my
do
God.
sugar cubes at my job. Sugar cubes,
Crush.
Ango. I don't do soda water. So I wait for it to dissolve a little bit before I break the sugar cube. Like, I make it with love.
Right.
But that's
I
just how
made
we
this
make it.
motherfucker's old fashioned, and I put it in front of him. I was like, all right, it's going to be 15. And he goes, ooh, I almost lost it. Because he turned to his boy. He's like, do you want anything? His
No.
boy's like, well, get me what you got.
No. It's
and then
done.
he
It's a
turns back
wrap.
to me and
No,
says,
it's a wrap.
can I get one more old fashioned?
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
And I looked at him and I was like, I just rolled my eyes and I saw his face. And I was like,
What
I
his face do?
probably
What his
shouldn't
face
have
do? What's
let
face
that
look
out. I can remember it.
Oh shit.
He literally goes like that. Like his eyes got big, like, oh fuck, I just pissed him off.
Wait, no, time out. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
One, you made me make another drink. 2, you made me make the same drink that I could have batched together the first fucking time I made this
With the
drink.
old fashioned, even if I'm not batching it,
Yeah.
I could do the sugar cubes at the same
Yeah,
time. The
yeah.
angle at the
Got
same
you.
time.
Yeah.
I got 2
Almost
hands.
stirred.
We could do
Bro.
the
I could
same.
do all of that.
Don't after
You
I bring the
waited
drink.
until I peeled the orange, zested the motherfucker,
Zested the shit.
twisted that motherfucker,
Oh my
put it in
God.
your drink,
The
put it in front of you,
expression.
and then said, let me get one more.
Oh no.
Ooh, I was hot.
Do you do the little swirl around the glass too when you put it in there? I do.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Shit.
Don't. You don't get no
zest it with
swirl?
M&M.
You don't get a swirl with
You
me
don't get no
because when
swirl.
I do the peel, I take it over the glass and I put it dead center and I go and I zest every piece of the peel. So you see me
Oh, that's
putting all
extra.
that work
Okay.
into the zesting of the peel.
Dog.
And then I twist it.
If
That's
you
that
wait
work.
until that,
See,
for me to
I do
I
all
know
of
that.
that.
I spin it around. I do a little.
I do
yeah,
outside.
No, I know most.
No,
most
not outside, but like I'll do
Outside,
all
I do
that
it
and then I'll
outside
just.
the room.
yeah, most people I
just
know
for a
will do
little
the
flair.
same thing.
Yeah.
But that's why I do it that way because I want you to see me zesting every centimeter
You
of
get
this.
the zest.
It's gonna be real zesty up in here.
Not the hand.
Which is what they used to say about me when they thought I was gay in high school. It's like, oh, he's zesty. I was like, what?
By the way, that's the coolest. That's the coolest phrase for that. Oh, he's zesty.
Oh,
He's
zesty.
zesty.
You know what's so funny? What you said, like everything's on your face, and then having to make that drink. That happened to me this weekend.
Bring it
So
back.
I was
I
told.
appreciate you not pausing after we said zesty and then you said everything on my face. I appreciate that. You didn't pause. You kept going. But
We
I
powered
needed to
through.
bring attention to that you were like, you went from zesty to everything's all over your face. OnlyFans coming soon.
In a probes. In a fucking probes.
Hey, in this economy, everything's appropriate.
No, you're right.
Facts.
It's been a slow
Facts.
summer.
Yeah, you guys can see my link in the bio, by the way.
Yeah.
So I was made aware this past weekend how
10 toes down, onlyfans.com.
Oh, no. Go, boy.
In those
both my coworkers and the owner of the bar both told me that the topic something was being said and we were talking about the people there, this and that, and something about like the look on your face when people ask for this and that, and they said, yeah, no, I've never seen somebody eye roll as much as Paulo does. Like, he just does it. And I thought to myself, like, I don't really do that, do I? And then I'm
Yes.
like, yeah, I probably do.
Yes.
And I just thought about it more. I'm like, I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. They're like, no. We know you don't do it on purpose. But I've never seen somebody eye roll
better.
as
Yeah.
much as you do.
Visceral.
And to which I retorted with, if I ever do it to you guys, I promise you it's not intentional.
Yeah.
I promise it's not. It just happens. I don't realize.
Well, you
It's
said
just
that's a
like
guess?
no. It was,
Oh,
I was talking to
coworkers.
like the owner and coworkers.
Okay.
It's like I do it. It's like breathing. I don't realize I do it. I don't think about
Yeah.
doing it. I roll and I don't even realize I'm doing it. So if I ever eye roll to you, it's not on purpose. I swear to God, it's
Mine
not.
just say,
mine are on
that
purpose.
doesn't make it better.
Yeah.
Just saying
No.
that's just really where your soul lies, is that you really think that whatever they just said.
I didn't mean for you to know
No,
that I don't like whatever
you
I'm not
just said.
stopping, but
I
I'm
think
just
whatever
letting
you
know
said was
it's-
really
it's
dumb.
accidental.
I just meant for that thought to be in my head.
It just projected
It
onto
just
my
My eyes
projected.
rolling was me filing that away for later.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No,
I found out from my GM. He told me, he's like,
Yeah.
we can see it on your face.
I
Oh.
found out.
I
I
was
found
like,
out from
oh.
I found out from the owner of my bar that everything I project on my face too,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "Yeah, you do it so much." I'm like, "Ah, fuck, I didn't know I
Yeah.
did that." And that's because the guy that ordered the whiskey sours,
Mm.
when I made him the first one, after I made the first one, after I was done, after I poured the Anglo bitters on there, he's like, "Oh, can I get one more?" And I literally froze, and I looked up at him, and I guess I eye rolled. I was like. And I looked back and he's like, man, I'm sorry. And I brought myself back. And I'm like, I didn't say shit.
This
I
is
did not.
fascinating.
At that point, I
bro.
realized, I don't know if I eye rolled, but at that point, I realized, like, oh, fuck, I'm giving a really dirty look to him right now. I'm like,
You threw daggers at him.
bro, I threw fucking Excalibur at him. I was like, and I didn't say shit. I made it and he kept apologizing the whole time. And I'm like, fine.
Here we are.
Whatever.
Pete, I only know you mostly from you on this show. I don't even know you much as a bartender.
Yeah.
And I just know you shit on your guests, like to their face most likely, and they come back for drinks or whatever. I guess
They like it.
They like the
They like
drinks.
it. They must fucking
They
like
like
it.
it. abuse.
But like, I know you're condescending as fuck to your guests.
I
Like,
just I want you to know how great of a bartender you have to be to
Yeah.
continually make your cocktails worse to try to send someone away, and they keep coming
coming
back.
back.
Yeah.
more.
That's a testament.
That's a
That's a
masochist
testament.
regular right there.
Yeah.
man.
And you eye rolled him
He's
too.
like, and you eye
You
rolled him.
made
And you
him
sent him
apologize to
daggers.
you. He still came back for
He still
more.
came back. He's like, you know what? I'm
was
feeling
into
really
it.
guilty about this, but god damn it, I need another
Oh,
one.
man,
He was
spit
into
it.
it.
He
He was
spit in his
into it.
mouth and he said, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Maybe
I was
that was-
offering another
that was
service I didn't
BDSM
realize.
for him.
It
He was just like,
was.
yo,
He came back,
torture
he's
me.
like, roll your eyes at me again,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Bro, I just, when you brought that
Bro.
up, that's what made me think about it. Like, I didn't realize that I did that.
When
and
people
then-
order like whiskey sours from you guys, do you guys offer like these are the options of whiskey?
No, I just do how I make it.
or like
Yeah.
or like saying
And
the
if you
old
say
fashions or
something-
margaritas.
and if you say something, I'm going to tell you, like, well, you should have said that. Which is what I said to somebody when they asked me for a sidecar.
Oh.
He's like, oh, man. He's like, you didn't give me sugar in the rim. And to which I said, well, you didn't tell me that. He's like,
That's fair.
oh, well,
Because not every
I
place
wasn't paying attention. I know you weren't.
rims.
Word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
We
if I
rimmed.
do it,
Well,
some
we
people
rimmed.
don't like it.
Some
We were
people don't like
psychotic,
the
yeah.
rim job.
Some
so
people don't
you
like the
can't
rim job.
always
So I'm-
just give them that.
I'm not,
Just-
and
you
I'm
gotta
not going
ask.
to lead with that.
And I'm not going to just ask you if you want a rim job.
I'm not.
Tell me if you want
Tell
a rim
me.
job.
Sometimes
I'm
you just
down.
Tell
gotta,
us what you
you
want.
gotta surprise them, just see if they like it. You know.
I mean, hey.
Nah,
This guy obviously
That's how
wanted
I
it, and
tricked
I didn't.
into it. Yeah. Ding ding. You heard it here first.
Yeah. No, I look, as much shit as I talk and as condescending as I come off, I do a good job, obviously,
No, I believe
because
you haven't been fired.
I haven't been fired.
Yeah.
And my manager / owner knows this podcast exists, and he has either listened or watched the clip, so he knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I have to hold my tongue. He sees it. Yeah, he sees me do what I'm talking about. So obviously, because I just rolled my eyes at somebody and he saw it,
Yeah.
because he was bartending next to me. That was the other thing, and I told him this. I work at a bar where, and this is why I love this place and fuck with this place so much, because the owner isn't one of those people. It's like, I'm just opening up a bar because I have a business degree. He's bartending. He's bartending in dive bars. He, he's invested into this place because it's his. We were short staffed. He didn't say, all right, you two guys figure it out, or I'll call somebody on their day off to come this and that. He's like, no, I'll hop behind the bar with you.
I
We
love
bartending
that
next to
shit.
each other.
Yeah.
And that's why I fuck with him so much. And hopefully one day I'd like to get him on here. But that to me is why I
well, we need to do an episode at that venue, man.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. But that's why I stay there, because I fuck with him. I fuck with the place. I love that I'm able to bartend how I want to bartend and deal with these kinds of people that give me headaches. But because I fuck with that place and I fuck with him, I've never worked with somebody that is so much for us, that will have our backs, and try to reciprocate that by making 2 whiskey sours back to back when they could have told me in one single order after I was done making it. But yeah, if you want to, at the same time.
Yeah.
And if you're not gonna do that, come back. Make your friend order something else. If your friend wanted one, just give them a fucking shot. Be like, yo, man, when I come back for another one, we'll order 2.
Yeah.
Or better
Do
yet,
not do that to us.
I just if you come up to the bar in a group, you are not just. I don't hang out with my friends if I'm not ready for another drink, I don't go to the bar.
Yeah.
So if you're up at the bar in a group, order together.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're not ready for it, like let's say you're 3/4 of the way down, or you're at your last third, you're coming up for
You're gonna
one.
get another one.
Yeah.
Just get another one right then.
Yeah.
Like,
Why wait?
we are here for you, and
Yeah.
trust me, we are here for you. We won't, but just
Make it efficient.
maximize your time.
Yeah.
Did you
Why
happen to see the other
wait?
300 people at the bar?
Yeah. I will add to that. You could also pay less and make your friend pay for their own drink if they pop up. Oh, I went to the bathroom, or oh, I was talking to this person, or oh, I was doing this.
Right,
You
we
can
get in
even
line.
use us as an excuse and say, oh, they already ran my card.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I would love to go ahead and run your card and get you the fuck out of there. So
And I will
stop
make your
covering
friend
for
wait.
your friends and pissing off your bartenders.
Yeah.
We're the ones supplying you the drinks. So
Keep us on your side.
Yeah, if your
Yeah.
friend doesn't have that wherewithal to say, hey, let me tell you what I want before you order or while you're ordering or whatever, then they ain't a real friend anyway. Fuck them.
I know that these 2 gentlemen, I haven't worked with them. I know that these are gentlemen that operate with integrity and resting bitch face, just like me. However, I will tell you this: that I have worked with this gentleman. Okay, he's a very, very gentle giant, and I get feral, and sometimes I don't know where I am. However, I will tell you this: if you go to the wrong establishment and you piss off your bartenders, we'll get a fingernail in your cocktail.
Yeah, you get
We
some.
don't do that.
Yeah.
I know these gentlemen
Yeah,
here
no,
don't do that.
Yeah, I
but
definitely don't. But yo, I know some places.
There
and
are
I
a
know
lot
some
of you
people.
out there that are playing too many rounds of fuck around and find out.
Mhm.
Okay?
Absolutely.
You're going to get a nice tall glass of Hep C. All right?
Some.
I need you guys to just be better at being person. Please.
Yeah. No, there are some places that will do you
They
fucking
will.
dirty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
None of the places we work at.
You ever had
Full
a pina
disclosure.
colada? Don't have one. Sorry. I'm sorry. I had you ever had somebody dip the tip in your drink? Cool. Come up and pull that bullshit. I'm an asshole and I approve this message. I apologize. Penis colada. That is not.
All right, well,
Coconut.
that's the real. No, we still got more time. We're not done yet.
I just feel like that is just
No,
like this.
that's
Where do you go
gonna
from there?
be the real for this week. I can tell you that right now.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Oh my God.
Man,
This
we're-
is
we're-
colada.
I'm gonna try to find a way to edit it where it looks like a fucking presidential campaign. If I can do it, I don't know if my editing skills are there yet, but I'm gonna try to find a
it. Oh my
way.
gosh.
You gonna
I'm
I'm
find
gonna try
it.
to find a way because damn.
Cristo.
And I
Cristo.
approve this message.
I knew he
Penis
was Spanish.
colada
Oh, bad.
is
This is absurd.
But no, because like I just said that I asked that question because like I used to, I think it's from being a server and always trying to upsell. You know, like, oh, you want a burger? Oh, do you want to add cheese, bacon, avocado, mushroom to that? Try to upsell it. And so when I moved behind the bar, it was like, oh, you want a margarita? Which tequila would you like that with? We have this, this, and this. But now I'm getting tired of running through the 12 tequilas we have just to be told they want Casamigos or just the house. And so I was just wondering if you guys do those options too. Same thing with like old fashions. Like I have to run through the list of like bourbons we have, and yeah, just get like they always end up with Maker's Mark or Woodford Reserve because that's what we have.
I'm gonna start this one. I've never been that guy.
Never.
I've
Okay.
never been an upsell guy. I
Okay.
don't believe in it. I don't like it. What's the point in me upselling for the venue? Personally,
Ooh.
if
good.
I'm
Oh.
upselling, that's less money for a tip for me. They didn't even ask for that. I'm giving them too many options, especially today. People's brains shut down when they hear how many options they could fucking have. They're like, I don't know. You
and they
pick for me.
default to the
What's
first
your-
thing you said.
Right. You know, so
Yeah.
me knowing that most people don't know what they want and therefore will either default to the thing they know or the thing I suggest. If you just tell me you want an old fashioned, I'm not going to ask you what whiskey you want. Because on our menu, it automatically comes with this particular bourbon.
Right.
Cool. That's what you get. You ask me for a tequila soda, I'm not going to say, well, which tequila do you like? You ask for a tequila soda. I'm going to pour you a tequila soda.
Yep.
And I'm going to pour the well so that therefore you can't come back and be like, well, I didn't ask for one that costs this amount or whatever. I'll just pour you the well. You said tequila soda. Where did we lose that whole thing of just say the brand you want with the drink?
Mm-hmm.
I want a Tito's soda.
Yeah.
I want a Hendrix and tonic. I want a Casamigos and pineapple. People are like, let me get a tequila, pineapple, Casamigos. Why are you adding words?
Yeah.
Just say Casamigos in the beginning.
Mhm.
Just say Tito's in the beginning, you know? Like,
No, but they wanted tequila. Well, tequila.
mhm.
Casamigos.
Yeah. They wanted a Tito's vodka.
Yeah.
Let me get a Tito's and vodka. Okay.
Lord.
You know, like, all right, so you want our well vodka with a shot of Tito's.
Yeah.
Cool, I can do that. People, they're not thinking, especially when they come to us. They're not thinking. They expect us to do the thinking for them. So I just do it. And then if you tell me that I guess wrong, it's like, no, we guess wrong. You didn't give me any info, so I just went off of what I know.
Mhm.
Right.
If you don't like our well tequila, well, that's fine. I always say, I'll find a good home for this.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
far, and I'm gonna drink that later.
Yeah.
Now we can do, well, which tequila or vodka or whatever that you want, because apparently you didn't give me all the info in the beginning, so we gotta start over.
Right.
That was your choice.
Give me 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
I gave you those
I
2
gave you what
ingredients.
you asked for.
Yeah.
I gave you that plus a third with
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
That's,
There you go.
that's how I am, because every place I've been to that tries to tell me to upsell or tries to tell me to give all these options, I'm wasting all this energy. What beers you got? You name 20 beers and like, let me get the Bud Light.
A point.
You know, like I do that.
This is what we have.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
If you
not
use your fucking
yeah,
eyes.
for real.
You've been to
I know
the
yours
bar
doesn't have
before.
the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
handle.
it doesn't
Mine
have the
does.
handles, you know.
So I'm always just like,
Yeah, you guys don't have handles, but we got
Yeah.
handles, and
Yeah.
people still ask.
People still ask.
if you
Yeah.
use your
When they're
fucking eyes.
sitting next to him.
And I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
say this, that I don't mean that as a derogatory thing towards people not thinking. I understand we work in an establishment with alcohol and people aren't as experienced as we. I don't expect you to know everything that I know.
Sure.
I just expect you to have restauranted before. You know what I'm saying?
Act like you've been outside.
Yeah, act like you've been to one of these before.
Yeah.
You've been inside of a building that serves alcohol and or food. What did you do then?
Hmm.
I'm going to treat you like that. So if you tell me these 2 simple things, then I'm going to give you those 2 simple. If you then tell me that's not what you wanted, then I will reiterate. You know what? My bad. That's not what you told me. So I just, this is our well. When people say tequila soda, they just want the well.
Yeah.
You should have told me. And even if they get attitude after that, I'm like, I just don't say anything else.
Like, there's
Just
nowhere to
done.
go from there.
It's just
Yeah.
shrug. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is, so what you said that you don't upsell at my place, there is one item that I will upsell only because it does benefit us, because the owner has priced it to benefit us. I'm not going to say what the item is
Mm.
because, catch on, but there is one particular item where I will upsell because our tip is included in that, because people tend not to tip on that item. So he includes it in the price for us. So on top of tax,
That fucks
and
with him so
That's
heavy.
exactly
Fucks
right.
with him so heavy.
Tip is
Brilliant.
included with
Holy
the
hell.
price.
Yeah.
I've met him a few times. One of
Interesting.
the dopest owners I've ever fucking met.
Mhm.
Wow.
Like on some real shit.
I've
Just
never heard of
why-
some shit like
that's
that.
why I
and it
fuck
was
with that
funny because the
place.
first time I saw him, I didn't know he was the owner of your venue. It was after the holiday party.
Yeah.
This motherfucker took them to a fucking Clippers game and put them up in the box.
in the
The
box.
box?
for our
their
holiday
holiday party.
staff
Holy
party
shit.
Yeah.
for the holidays. Yeah.
And then took them bar hopping, and eventually they ended up at my venue. Everybody else from his venue was like walking around, drinking, talking all of this. He was sitting at the end of the bar watching me bartend. And I know that because I can tell when people, you know, you can
Yeah.
tell when someone's staring at you. And he had a drink in front of him, so I knew he wasn't looking at me because he needed something. I was like, he's just watching me work.
Yeah, just
and I also know how I bartend. That does happen quite a bit, you know. This does. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I slang. I know what I do.
Right.
And I've come to accept that comes with people are going to stare at me doing what I do. So I noticed that he was at the far end of the bar, not looking for any fucking attention.
Yeah.
And then I watched you go up and say something to him. I was like, oh, he must be doing. That was what let me know, because it was just the way that you went to talk to him. The fact that he was sitting the way he was and the way he was watching. And I was like, okay, this guy actually really fucks with the industry as a whole. He doesn't own a venue because he just wants to be popular. He just like, I want to put my spin on it. And the way he takes care of his fucking A1, man.
That's why
A1. We need more owners like that.
Exactly.
We need more owners like
and
that.
look out for the people as far as like pricing a certain item, including the tip. We don't tell that to the people because that item was so frequently bought and a lot of people weren't tipping. He's like, well, how do you guys feel if I do this? And we're like, yeah, that works great. And people will still tip on top of that unknowingly. Do I feel bad about it? Yeah, it's just like maybe, but it's
price
usually
is the price.
Yeah, the price is the price. Whatever. I don't feel that
I
bad
will
about
ask
it. I'm
this
not gonna tell
question
them.
for those out there who maybe think this, because the first thought I had is, so say you have someone ordering that and they do tell them, especially if you've had a good interaction with them, hey man, there is a tip already included. Do you like, you know, let those people know? As opposed to, yeah, the people who don't tip, yeah, no, I'm not going to tell
What's
you,
nice?
fuck you. So I'm saying, like, say someone comes in, they buy like 4 of whatever that is, and then tip 30% on top of it.
Hear that tone.
Now it happens once, you don't say anything, but then they come back and do it again, and then try to tip 30% again. But they've had a great interaction with you. You're getting a really good vibe, this and that. Like, because for me, on the second time, I feel like I would say, hey, just so you know, there is a price that's set that does take care of us, just in case. Because I've also noticed that those people still, they won't change the tip, but it does reiterate, or not reiterate, but it does kind of give them that energy of like, oh, aren't trying to out of me.
Yeah,
feel
it
even
makes
better
it so
about
that
it.
they don't feel gouged.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I
feel
would
that.
say if my interaction with that person is so great, I would tell them. I would tell them like, hey man, look, just so you know, it's already included. You don't have to. Like, we're taken care of already. So if it was that phenomenal of an interaction with them, they were not even just that they tipped like $10 on top of that or 20, whatever. Because let's say we were talking and chatting, they actually were just making conversation instead of just small talk. Be like, hey man, look, that's already included. You don't have to tip.
Right.
So I would do that, but that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
So
very hypothetical.
It's a theory at this point, you know. I just wanted
very
that
much
for
Einstein's
those out
theory
there.
right there.
I think something like that would be great too, but it would be like, you know what? Since you were here last time, you know, we've kind of implemented something new. So if you'd like this again, please know that this is now included. Make it feel like they weren't skimmed on from before.
I would just tell them straight up.
Okay.
Hey, a lot of motherfuckers that are broke, unlike you, come in here and order this and they don't tip. You do tip.
Oh,
so
that's-
just so you know,
I would definitely say something like that.
I just let them, because
Verbatim.
like people, like Rob said, people want to hear that real, not that customer service. Not to say what you were saying was a customer
100%.
service line, but just like, yeah, okay, I understand why you charge that, because now you're giving the reason as well as the option.
Yeah, actually, I like that better.
Like, it's not just, oh, well, yeah, it's this and that. Like, because too many people use that as a cop-out.
Yeah.
Oh, we did this, or we did. No, just say the real.
No, I
People are
feel that.
fucking cheap,
Yeah.
and our staff needs to be paid appropriately. So we implemented this to make sure they're taken care of.
Offset.
Because too many of the people who order this thing fucking suck.
Yeah.
But we need to offer it because we make money off of it.
Yeah.
But our employees don't.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I do like that course correction very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Taking care of like your employees is I mean, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's why I love working at that place, and that's why I
Yeah.
chose to work at this place as opposed to the other place that unfortunately last weekend opened. Sucks,
Yeah.
but
Oh, I heard about that.
yeah.
I told you a year ago they weren't going. I remember that because it was you came home and you told me about like the menu that they had you guys working on at that time. I was like, bro, I don't see that place lasting long because they're doing too much. Doing too much. You have no identity. There's no brand
No.
identity at that point.
And because it was just tucked away that you really didn't know was there unless you knew it was there. When you dropped me off for my interview, we damn near missed it
yeah.
because it was just, it's under these apartments. And again, it's a cool spot. The people there are cool. I have no ill feelings towards them. Always wanted them to succeed. I just didn't
Yeah.
fit in with what they wanted
Yeah.
to create there. But it's just doing a lot. The clientele wasn't really there. I mean, the clientele was really the people that lived in the apartments around. So it was just hard to bring the foot traffic there.
And when we've talked about this before, you have to know your clientele. If you're the type of venue that is reliant on stairs coming venue, you shouldn't be changing your menu. Because
Also definitely have more specials. Bring
more
something,
specials, yeah.
like have a dedicated happy hour that's like, yo, $5 beers
Yeah.
instead of like $10 beers or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna
Right,
This
right,
is
right.
what it
brings
is,
people
but, like,
down.
something,
so
you know?
Why would you leave your house if you don't know what you're going to
$5
get
beer and
downstairs
shot.
and you're going to pay an exorbitant amount
gangbusters,
compared
yeah.
to
Right?
just staying home?
That would go gangbusters.
especially if your main clientele is people that live around you.
Mhm.
A $5, $6 beer and shot. Are you kidding me? That would give people a reason because they didn't open until after the 9 to 5s were home from work.
Right.
We would
Right.
open at 5 o'clock. You mean to tell me I can go downstairs, get a beer and a shot for $5 or $6?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Maybe
Even if
I'll
it's
get
cheap.
more.
I'm
Even
saying
if
keep
it's cheap.
that 4 to 7 block for that after work beer and shot is
Crucial.
gangbusters.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've gone to several bars like dive bars in East Village or West Village, the Lower East Side, where that was their staple, and that place was packed.
Yeah.
During happy hour, they made so much money.
Yeah.
Imagine going in there, opening up at like 11. You're there for the lunch, and then you're right on that cusp of the happy hour. You leave like halfway through that. Like you might have a slow day all day, and then you walk out with that extra like $150 in tips.
Mhm.
That's a game changer for a lot of people in
Absolutely.
the career.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, I agree. I think small place, small venue that's like off the map, or well, a little difficult to get to.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Keep it
Mhm.
super fucking simple.
You don't need to fall into that trend of having to do the most like other well-known places in downtown to try to compete or keep up. Just to quote that episode, you're Australian. Be Australian. You're a small venue. They're very like you have that dive bar almost like aesthetic that feel like it could be. So do that.
Yeah.
But then be
Or
more than that. But
cheers.
just like,
Yeah.
you know, and provide that service.
Be somebody's
Have
cheers.
any of you been to a Cheers?
No.
before? I've been to a Cheers. There's an actual
Like the Cheers bar. Like
yeah. I went to one up in Washington.
Oh, they are there. Are there a lot of them?
I don't know, but like
Like they're actually called cheers.
they're actually called Cheers.
What?
No way.
It was fun, man. I'm not gonna lie. They had
Wait, are there a
darts.
lot of
They had
references?
pool.
Is it
No,
reference to the?
it wasn't anything to do with the show.
Okay.
They were just called Cheers.
That's
Okay,
wild.
I can appreciate
But
that.
it was a very good mix of neighborhood bar feel with a modern aesthetic.
Word.
A lot of glass, a lot of updated things, but you could tell the major. I went. It was after a concert, so they were fucking popping that particular
Yeah.
night. But you could tell that there were people who were there all time. And you could tell from the way the bartenders interacted with them at that time. I was, okay, I could dig this. It was fun, man.
I do
It's
I do
fun.
want to reiterate because just in case this ever comes back, I don't want anybody to think from that place that I was ever talking shit. I don't
The
know if
place
sure.
doesn't exist anymore.
but the people, whatever, I just
Yeah, but
just
yeah.
I'm just saving face.
Yeah,
saving
but
face is
just
my,
remember
that
those
I
people fuck with you and they fuck with you heavy. So
I just wanted to be known that I did not hate on the place. I'm not shitting on the place. I never said don't go there. I did enjoy that place. I did like the people there. I just wasn't a fit. I am not a business owner, so I don't know. I'm just giving my perspective. I'm just saying this may have worked, this may have not.
What you saying that you're giving your
the people who
industry
owned it ain't
perspective?
business owners anymore either. So
You missed it. It's okay.
Sorry.
No, hit
Sorry,
it.
I missed it too.
I'm not gonna hit it
Hit it.
because I was trying to
I
make
didn't-
a
I
statement
didn't mean to
to
step
save
on
my
that.
ass that
nah.
it's all love. It just sucks that it closed. So just maybe cater more to your employees a little bit. Just read the room. I don't know. I'm not a business owner. I don't fucking know. But
Speaking of catering to your employees, I feel like it kind of sucks that the industry doesn't have better healthcare options.
Thank you for that.
Or healthcare.
I was trying to figure out how I was gonna.
Bro, I'm
I
a Segway
appreciate you.
king,
Yo,
bro.
you
I'm
killing
on
it, bro.
dog.
I used to be really good at the segues.
cool, bro. I got it.
Fucking-
I got it. I'm just and the wings. I see
Yo,
them coming.
What you got to do, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you the real MVP over here.
You know?
We ain't got no goddamn healthcare. What the
Yikes.
fuck?
yeah, I need
Whoops.
healthcare.
I have any idea how
What
many
the
cuts I
fuck?
have on these hands?
Shit.
I just, you don't know a bad night. And you are in it.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
gotta cut under your fingernail, and you gotta
Yo.
keep zesting.
Keep on
and-
going. Oh, and the citrus. The citrus or serranos keep on
boy.
burning. Woo.
Oh man, bar rot is real.
Yeah.
That bar
Yeah,
rot?
yeah.
Bar
One
rot.
of the
Yeah.
bartenders I used to work with, he would call it that all the time, and I was like, it's real when you're washing your hands
Constantly.
so
Yes.
much and touching all of this citrus
Yes.
and all of these cleaning products at the end of the night to reset the bar. How the fuck are your hands supposed to feel healthy after
I
that?
don't have fingerprints anymore.
For real.
I don't have fingerprints. dog.
Yeah, like
They have
you,
been buffed
you
clean.
men in blacked it.
Yeah.
real. It's bad,
Yeah.
but I really got to get this off my chest. I've been holding this in for a couple weeks. Fuck our healthcare system on some real shit. I had a thing. I didn't have to go to urgent care or the ER or whatever for it, but urgent care told me to go, which was very funny because as I was there, I already started feeling better, seeing people sicker than me. It was weird. I saw people
That's
missing
that,
limbs.
what do they call
and,
it?
you know,
I forget what the term is, but
yeah,
minor or matter.
yeah, I saw all these other people who were doing so much worse, and I instantly started. And I didn't. All they did was took blood, asked me a shit ton of questions, and gave me like a little bit of antibiotics and a steroid or some shit. I got to look at quite a few nurses and scrubs. I appreciate you and everything that you do. But other than that, I got nothing else from the visit other than a bill in the mail for $9,400.
I saw this thing on TikTok. If you ask them for an itemized receipt, that would lower the cost.
Oh,
and there's been photo proofs
I've
of it.
already had to like apply for this and that and tell them how
ask
much
them-
money I don't have. Yeah,
ask
no,
them for
I'm
an
saying,
itemized
yeah.
receipt.
$400.
How many babies
Itemized
did
receipt.
you have?
Huh?
How many babies did you have?
0.
Oh, so okay, that's just standard. Okay, got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Do
Yeah,
that,
mine.
ask them
Yeah,
for an
okay.
itemized receipt. Tell them to
Took care of
send that to
years
you.
ago.
Itemized receipt.
Uh-huh.
I've seen a lot of things on TikTok and people with actual proof saying, yeah, this actually works. Do
Well,
it.
it works.
Do it.
Because our healthcare system is so fucking trash.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 items on the original receipt that I got: laboratory, $4,200 and some change. Adjusted, whatever, which was because let me tell that part in a second. $5,000. I called them on the phone. I was like, "Can you explain my bill? I just want you to explain my bill. I was only there for like 2 hours. They drew some blood. They gave me a couple things. I thought maybe 2,000 at the most. At the most. I ain't even riding an ambulance. You know what I mean? Like,
Our European fan base is like 2,000 for some blood draw.
Yeah.
We have people in Europe that watch.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
They're like 2,000 for some
Y'all
blood
in Europe
draw.
now.
Also,
We are
just-
flabbergasted right now.
Yeah.
Jesus
I am.
Seriously.
I'm here for the mail order thing. So like, if you're trying to get married and shit, like trying to get that healthcare, I do great work.
He's trying to get that UK
I'm
healthcare
sorry,
system.
man. I'm done now.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with living in the UK is that it's the UK. The food sucks.
no,
the weather
all
sucks.
Europe. You got whoever.
I'd go to
the
other. Yeah,
I'll learn the language.
it's English.
Well, not just okay. I'm saying
Oh,
everywhere
okay,
else.
all
Yeah,
right. I was
let's
like,
go
yo,
everywhere
what is
else.
the language?
Spain,
Everywhere else is better healthcare. So,
Greece, Rome.
Anyway,
Yeah, but what the person told me over the fucking phone was, yeah, the laboratory thing was one price, this and that. I was like, why does laboratory work cost $4? They
Keep
put
saying
some-
laboratory. You're in America. It's laboratory.
Yeah,
I
but
was
I'm saying it
also
for the
loving
UK
the
fans.
Dexter
I'm saying it for the
reference.
I'm trying to help them
UK.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So Didi, what's up, bitch? Up, Didi?
Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah.
Get out of my laboratory.
As soon as he said it, I'm like, yeah.
But
He's-
yeah,
he's
they
sophisticated.
told me it was this and that, and I was like, "So what's the second line for 5,000?" And they said, "Well, remember when they quoted you one price, $750." Sorry, that's what the guy told me while I was in the little. I don't even want to say I was in the hospital bed because I was just sitting in it. It wasn't the motherfucker next to me was going through some shit, but me, I was chilling.
Like literally, I'm playing Tetris, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I was playing Best Fiends
I was good in the lobby.
and staring at asses. That's all I did. It was games and a show.
yeah.
And the guy came in, he was like, it's gonna be $750. You have 10 days to pay that $750. I was like, or you break my legs? What the fuck? Why you give me a time
Put the
limit
blood
like that?
back in. What are you gonna do?
For real? Are you gonna take more blood? Like,
God.
so he told me that, and it was 4th of July weekend, so I had just paid rent, and we're in the middle of summer and it's slow. I didn't have $750 that week. I had it on the 11th day, which I literally did, and I called them on like whatever day, and they never called me back. So I got the letter in the mail, and I talked to him. She literally said to me, "Well, because you didn't pay in the 10 days, it goes up to the full price." So
$750 to
let
$5.
me get this straight. You tell me to pay you $750 in 10 days. I tell you I don't have it, and then you say, "Well, now you owe me $5,000." I didn't have the $750.
I'm saying
Where am I going to get the
750,000
other
went up to 5K.
$4,250? Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate you not killing the spider. Thank you.
Yo, because it just spun a web there. I'm trying to figure out how it got there, and then it just
This, I'm telling you, this backyard is. Wait till you guys get the full tour when we're done here.
Yeah.
We have every animal back.
I mean,
got
why would I
bodies in the
kill a
back.
spider?
I mean, it's in there. Your DNA.
Like that.
So,
Yeah.
sorry.
But I'm just saying that I don't understand, for one, how our healthcare system is built the way it is. I do know why it is.
Mhm.
Not going to get into that because we're not a
That's a
political
rabbit hole.
podcast. And that's a whole other thing. I'm just saying that I don't understand why we are so far into this when what I understood from them telling me, "Oh, you didn't pay within this amount of time and you don't have insurance, so we're going to charge you more."
Yeah.
And
that
the,
make
and
sense?
the itemized receipt thing is because they are just throwing random shit up there because insurance companies will pay it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because insurance is a scam as well. I'm sorry.
Absolutely
Insurance
it
is a scam as
It
well.
absolutely is.
the
But
other-
why are we being punished for it? Especially, I say we because us in the service industry, for a lot of people who do not fucking know this, which is the main reason why I wanted to talk about this, the majority of the bartenders, servers, bussers, barbacks, porters, hostesses, all these people that you talk shit about and say, you know, oh, they don't deserve money and get a real job and this and that. We are not offered healthcare, especially because the majority of us do not work over 32 hours, depending on the state. And the business is set up to make sure we don't meet that threshold. They will hire someone else to work one other shift to keep you or me from reaching 32 fucking hours because they don't want to pay healthcare. But they're charging you $20-something for a shot of Casamigos, and you are gladly willing to fucking pay that, while the person telling you that Casamigos isn't that good and you can have something else and you're shitting all over them, doesn't have healthcare, hopefully makes enough money to pay all of their bills. Lord knows if they have childcare or anything else that they have to fucking deal with. And then you don't tip because you don't think they're worth it. While the government also is telling us that we're not worth healthcare. But we're the first line of defense for you motherfuckers. When that shit happened a couple of years ago, and we all know what I'm talking about, who were the first ones to be out of work? Us. Who were the last ones to go back? Us. No healthcare, no money, and nobody gave a fuck about us. And then you got the nerve to talk shit about us for saying, hey, can you at least tip us a little bit? Couple dollars. Because those couple dollars out of your pocket for me giving you that great experience that you came here for adds up to me being able to live a regular life where you get to live it because your job gives you healthcare. Just right off the fucking bat. They give you healthcare because they want you in that job. They want you working over 40 hours a week, putting all that energy into them and giving you nothing other than the healthcare. And then you take it out on us.
Also, America, just pay us a livable fucking wage so we don't even need tips. Let's just go across all that. Like, by the way, just because we are doing something that you're not equipped to do or do well, does not mean that we deserve less benefits or should be treated less humanely than you. By the way, an executive assistant to someone who berates you for not getting their coffee right is not a real job. Just to let you know, okay?
Just because they tell you it is and they pay it more doesn't make it more of a job than what we do.
Yeah, you take it out on us. Again, Penis Colada coming your way.
Penis Colada.
One thing I want to add is that also you don't have to pay those medical bills. My dad used to call my uncle the $1 Million Man because of his hospital bills.
You've talked about that.
Well, they don't know.
Yeah.
But because of his hospital bills, he called him the $1 Million Man because what are they going to do? Take it back? What is this, Repo Man? I'm sorry.
God.
No, we're not in that dystopian future yet.
Hey, I've heard they might actually refuse you the care the next time if they find out that you haven't paid your bill. They're like, yo, you got to balance. You got to pay this before we treat this gunshot wound.
Hospitals have to stabilize you.
Yeah.
They can't entirely refuse care. They have to at least stabilize you. At the bare minimum, stabilize you. But they cannot,
That
by
sounds
law.
like a roll of the dice.
By law, they
How
cannot.
stable are any of us?
They at least have to stabilize you to walk out. But they, by law, cannot refuse
They
care.
don't even let you walk out. They roll you out in a wheelchair.
Whatever.
They're like, yo, this nigga stable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not even going to wait for your Uber. Like, good luck.
Chair.
Push you out the door. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, looks
Wow.
stable to me.
Wow.
So, hey, you don't have to pay
Yeah.
back.
I'm just saying, man, like we shouldn't be in a fucking
Just
system
saying.
where that's
Free game.
That's my main thing. And all of these fucking businesses, all of these restaurants and bars that are employing people but not offering them healthcare, going out of their way to make sure that because they don't want to pay the. Okay, then why don't we change the fucking system? If you don't want to pay healthcare and I can't pay for healthcare, how the fuck do I get healthcare? And I don't need it like that. You know, this, as I told him, this was my first time ever in an ER. Old as I fucking am.
Wow.
I'm doing pretty fucking well.
Never been to an ER before. That's crazy.
Never been
Never
in
broke
an
a
ER.
bone?
Me either.
I'm cautious.
Broken a bone either.
I'll look at him like, yeah, nah, I'll watch you do it first.
I live life accidentally. I'm gonna try everything out until something fucking snaps.
I just don't try it first. That's all. I'll let you try it. And then when you survive, I'll go second.
Well,
That's my thing. I need someone to trailblaze.
As a young adolescent, I would definitely be like, yeah, I'll fucking try it. Now, where I don't have healthcare, I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
I'm on the schedule for the next 2 weeks. I can't miss those shits.
I'm in the gym and my knees hurt. I'm like,
job,
I'm
no
not going to
check.
do this.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not going to risk a hospital visit for a
Had
torn
dead ass been
ACL.
on vacation, saw someone doing something, been like, man, I'm scheduled for
I break something.
I'm sorry. That's depressing.
Yeah,
That's depressing.
It is
Yeah.
depressing.
Like,
If you're on
no.
vacation thinking about your ability to go back to work,
Exactly.
Think about
That's
work on vacation is
Because
a
I don't
crime.
have workman's comp. I don't have insurance.
yeah,
So if
Oh.
I miss work next week, not only do I have a hospital bill, I didn't make any money to pay my regular bills. I'm
Wow.
even further fucking behind.
Wow.
I did zip line in Cabo though. I was like, yo,
Okay.
I gotta
Yeah,
do something. You know what I
okay.
And
mean?
had to
Like,
do OnlyFans in the cast.
Hey, man. The people are into that.
there are
People
people,
are
that
into
are
that.
definitely into that.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
It's a
guarantee
whole
they
different
are.
type of hard.
I will leave this with you. Yeah, oh, hello. Slam my cast.
Ooh, this man.
I will say this. I
Give
this.
myself the alley oop.
Oh shit.
I dunked it. That was the visualization.
oh, man. All right.
I
cool.
will say
Ooh,
this.
this
Like I
man.
don't want us, and I just don't think that we should be missing out on life trying to get it together.
Right.
You know what I mean? We work very hard. We're good at what we do, and people come in and they see us, and they're happy or they're sad or they're going through it or whatever. We receive a lot
Yeah.
of varying energies in one shift.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Shit,
and
in
it's
1
just
hour.
yes, like
Yeah.
just that dude's divorced. She's cheating on him, who's at the other end of the bar. There's somebody that rolled up to see if that person is at this bar. Somebody just threw up in the middle of the hallway,
Mhm.
leading to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sir, you have cocaine on your face.
Yeah.
Can you just, we get it.
And the other bartender's taking his shit.
Like,
Yeah.
and I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And these fucking tickets are rolling out
These
like Chuck
tickets
E. Cheese,
still
baby.
keep coming.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, come on now. Like, look at the microcosm of different energies in one span of 5 minutes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
A lot happens in 5 minutes behind the bar,
So much.
So much.
Yo.
And if you,
but
God,
not enough time
if
passes.
you break ice in that well and you got to burn it all,
Dog.
Break glass.
yeah.
Yeah, break glass in
Break
there.
glass.
Yeah. You
We
gotta burn
keep
the
you
wall.
safe so you can go piss someone else off.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's so annoying.
You see the wear and tear on
Yeah.
everybody right now?
Bruh.
This shit is real.
My greatest fucking fear is breaking glass in my
I did,
well.
I did it a month ago, and luckily the team worked. That was the team worked in like concert with me. Like literally, homegirl moved the main production over to this well. Homie got like the next set of ice together. I burned it. Like we went through that shit really in probably like 15
Like a
minutes.
NASCAR pit crew.
Bro,
Yeah.
no, swear to God,
For
swear to
real.
God,
This
we
is-
worked in concert so
Yeah.
quickly to like manage and not miss a beat with like tickets and shit.
That's dope.
And it worked out really fucking well. So like, shout out to Tati and Seth. I think that were
Yeah.
on that night when I broke glass in the main well, and we got this shit
The
back on
main well.
the main well.
Bro.
That shit was like in 15 minutes we were back rock and rolling. I was like, yeah, that was like, yeah, that was a lot of fucking ice to
Ooh.
burn and like get out of there.
Yes.
And the thing was, I was like, I think we got they only broke in this like section, so I think we're good. And they're like, no, we don't want to take a chance. We're
Let's
breaking, we're burning off it. I was
Can't
like,
do
cool,
it.
Start
cool.
over.
You
Can't do
can't,
it.
you
Yeah.
can't take that
Move.
risk. Yeah,
You can scoop it differently. You get
Yeah.
it from it's a whole thing. It's,
yeah.
it's terrifying.
Have
Yeah.
you ever had a guest come up and tell you last my drink?
Honestly, I can't say that I have.
No.
No?
I
My
have
place
heard
uses
that.
my place uses tossware, so it's
Oh, yeah.
hard plastic cups.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
great.
God
You
bless
had that?
I have had it.
I've had
once.
that as well.
Yeah, I've had it happen
Ooh.
once.
Yeah.
That's
First time-
scary.
First fucking time, and only time. Even with all these years in, it was literally
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
actually
at
terrifying.
a time where I thought like, and we didn't have any broken glass
Same.
in the well that night.
Same.
So for her to come up,
I don't know
and
how
she
it happened.
I was like, where did you get it? Where did you
Yeah,
find it?
it was-
None of us have broken any glass,
Yeah.
but she showed it to us, actual glass, and her glass was fine. So that meant it was somewhere in that
drink.
well,
Wow.
man. But we were
Yeah.
all racking our brains, and we were immediately like, "Thank you," not to her, well, like thank you to her, but saying like thank you just in general of
man, that could have went so poorly
Go
for
left.
her.
Yeah.
Go left.
Not just for the venue, I mean for her, man.
Yeah.
That could have went so fucking poorly. And she was really chill, which I give her so much fucking credit for.
For
Give her a
those
lot of
that
credit for
just have no clue, breaking glass in the well, because glass is transparent, it blends in with the ice.
Yep.
So we have to empty out and melt the well and
Higher well.
make sure it's completely dry and make sure there's nothing in there before we refill it, because glass is transparent. So
Yeah.
it can be, that's just for context.
And I mean, a shard, the tiniest, thinnest shard.
Tiny.
Yeah.
If
Tiny.
all
Yeah,
the
you
way
swallow
up.
that, you're fucking done.
Yeah, you'd rather have a pina colada.
Right. Now you all have done some weirder shit in the bathroom, but you don't want a shard of glass.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
order the pina colada. Brother, thank you.
Oh man.
First
thank you.
official one in the books.
Hell yes. Clickety clack.
Clickety clow.
All right.
We will see
All
you
right,
guys
buddy.
next week.
I don't know. Salud.
Penis colada.
Yeah, man.
That's
Take it
funny.
with you.